VIP table right here.
That's the idea, right? Want
Shit.
entrance to the country club? Gotta pay to play.
Yeah, show me your shibby.
As the room fills up, let's find out who's got the shivvies. Hey Byaku, if somebody doesn't have shivvies, like say, hypothetically, somebody like, I don't know, Vicky, um, are we able to remove people? Not saying Vicky specifically, but say me. Say I don't have any
Yeah.
shivvies, and I'm a fraudster, and
Yeah.
I'm on Gary V's level, and I'm like, look, guys, NFTs, okay? You need to grind every day. Imagine somebody in your family getting shot in the face, like that kind of level.
What?
If I didn't have a shivvy, would you be able to kick me out? And like,
Yes.
right?
I
Okay.
think I could kick you out right now.
No, 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 no! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!
I'm not even like the
Thanks,
boss of
Speechless.
this.
I appreciate that, Speechless. I thought you loved me, but turns out you're just using me for my massive head.
I actually wanted to shout out to Speechless today for doing
Oh,
that
perfect.
design, bro. Thanks for doing that, huh?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
one
I
with
don't
the cape.
know. I don't know what you guys had in mind, but I saw there's an opportunity there through MuseDAO to donate an NFT to their. So the only way to get into that NFT institute is through a donation, and they're only accepting 25 of them, and they give you a curator NFT token in return. And as a DAO, you vote on what happens within that DAO. And if, as a
Yeah.
community, we donate something, as a community, we'll be able to vote on what happens with that NFT institute. So as that project grows, it's worth. I think it's worth having something in there, and not sure what the. Oh, I am a little bit sure of what the mint price costs to mint an NFT because I've done it myself, but I'm not sure where the community wants to chip in on a mint, or that's why I bring it up. I know I'm always down to chip in for stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, man.
Yeah, if not, I have the one I want and I can just donate that. I just thought that would be a cool design to be up there, and it's great marketing thing. It's great for promotions to say we're collabing with them. Well, working with them.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. And I thought it was great. It was a good design. Like you took the initial concept of that, the shibby that you won as a mystery prize, and then just added to it. I'm not sure if Moon picked up on it, but there's actually a moon in the background.
Yeah, I saw it. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Very. Thank you. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
tagged, I said moon, no pun intended. There's a moon in the background.
Yeah. No, I saw it. I saw your message, of course, because I was scrolling up once I woke up, and I saw your message first, Mogo, about, oh, nice. We're on Twitch too. Shout out Byaku, my guy out there with Switch. You be Speechless. No, but I saw that and I was like, heck yeah, that's awesome. I loved it, man. That was awesome. How long did that take you, Speechless?
Oh, like an hour maybe.
Oh,
Hour and a
nice.
half.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm pretty handy. As you can tell, I'm tech savvy. I wish I had a drawing pad to do a lot more custom stuff myself, but I can do splines and edits and freehand with the mouse pretty well. I definitely couldn't do a whole collection of series with the mouse. You definitely need a drawing pad for doing like a full series of collection, but one stuff's it's fun. Kano knows that the dragon that's on our founders token, did that little guy for us and our project for our 3D NFT.
Nice. Um, Byaku, if you have a chance, you're still on Discord, right? Right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Shiba chat real quick.
Sure.
If you get a moment, Mogo.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind checking that. And then Ivan, I noticed you're in here. Ivan, you good, man? I noticed your mic's off. I know you're probably busy right now. You're just listening, right? Oh yeah. Nah, I just want to make. Oh, good. Sense to dollars? Sense to dollars in here? What's up, Sense to dollars? How you doing, man?
Let's see if he has a headset this week.
Yeah.
Keep telling him to get one of these gaming headsets.
Speechless in the house.
Yeah, I was actually working on another one-of-one chibi, but of another idea I came up with, but that one is a little bit of a not long shot, but I'll have to see. I've already trying to make contact with a rapper that I watch on Twitch who's got a big following that's been trying to get into the NFT game, and I'm like, man, I can, you know, collab with us and get us something, get us a video going, or get us something, and grow our community on top of your community, and
That'd be cool.
yeah, but we'll see if he makes contact, and kind of already got the one-of-one drawn up, so I'm set from my end. That I already messaged him, and I've talked to him over on Twitch, and he's even said, hey, let's talk on sidebar, off stream a few times to me, so I just got to keep at him, and it'll come down the line. It'd be cool to get a nice YouTube video and Shiba Society YouTube that's also a hype video for our community, especially if he's a Shibi holder, and by then he would be a Shibi holder. But yeah, just different ideas out of the box. Gotta grow the community somehow with the little bit of resources we have. So sometimes you gotta think outside the box for things to do.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, let me ask you guys. Hold on, let me make sure my mic's on. Yes, it is. Okay, awesome. Let me ask you guys, how annoying would it be for you guys to be here getting ready for the poker game, and somebody here, let's say I didn't have a shibby, but I'm here playing with you guys. But the table, let's say it gets to 10 people and there's 12 people waiting to play, but like it would get annoying to where you're like, I'm here to play with shibby holders, not just some random Joe Schmo off the street, right? I mean, the perk of holding a shibby is being involved in these kind of community nights where you can talk about the future of Shiba Society, possibly your input and where you think it should go, and then you talk to Muggo, myself, Biaku, Ivan, hell, Kano, anybody, Speechless, everybody that's been involved, and there's Tor, tons of stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like for somebody that doesn't hold a shibby NFT, for them to be in here, like what do you? Hypothetically, let's say, of course I do. I'm just saying hypothetically for anybody holding Kano, like what do you think about like if somebody was in here not holding, I guess just taking up a seat when it's full,
I guess one thing that comes to mind is there is a reward for winning this.
Yeah.
So whatever size it may be, regardless, holders should be entitled to that, and coming in here and playing as not being a holder, and someone that's interested in the very least in becoming one, that's one thing. But to make gains off from it without being a holder, that might that's kind of where I would be a little bit concerned.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Hey, you guys know my opinion. Kick him. I'm already on the trigger, guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just we know certain verified people, we know certain unverified people. We like to give people this chance, and we're not afraid of making an example because people have been here, active, supportive. Whereas if people are just here for the poker nights, what do we really lose?
And I mean, that's how all the communities are too, though. I mean, I'm in multiple Discord with multiple projects. This one's just the top of my list that I like hanging out and participating with. And a lot of them hold poker nights and shit like that, and it's only holder base, and it's the same thing. They don't. So to deviate from that just because you've been here and talking, it's like, Well, you can also go on a free poker online. You can also play Discord with your friends. Poker, so why look for a community where they're holding an exclusive Shibby night poker night,
Yeah.
and you're not a Shibby holder?
Yeah. Right. How weird is that?
Yeah.
Let me go jump into the Mutant Apes Yacht Club poker night.
Good luck with that one. They got a little tighter security.
Yeah, we might have to tighten it up here.
Their doorman has a 6-figure salary.
Yeah. What do you think, Bianca? What do you think about getting your first kill tonight, as far as poker night goes?
As far as what? Sorry,
I said, what do you think about getting your first kill tonight, as far as poker night goes? Yeah.
my first kill?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Okay,
Is
mod
the card
world,
short?
like the moderator
mean-
world, when you're a
an
mod. No, I'm
easy
just saying,
solution.
whenever you're a mod and somebody acts up, we call them
Oh, my first banhammer, you mean?
yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Potato, potato, you know
I
what I
see
mean?
what you mean.
Yeah.
I
To
mean,
make
I
it
guess
mono-
a simple
make it
solution
mono.
is also post the game lobby in Shibby holder chat only. That way, only the Shibby holders can actually have access to click the link to join the game.
Ooh.
I mean, that's what you should be doing. That's why the
I mean,
Shibby
we
chat
could, yeah,
exists.
true that.
That might have been the way to go.
Mogo,
Yeah, well,
did you
next
see what
time,
I
yeah, we'll
said
just
in the general chat?
Open the gym chat.
There's someone that's interested in joining the game, but they're not a holder right now. Could they join with the chips and not be able to win? Like, I don't know. If they want to just participate.
Yeah, but then the same thing
It's-
goes with anyone else. You know what I mean? We're all, yeah, we've all bought shibbies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So why?
I think we should just keep it to
It's
holders,
just a
right?
blanket rule, mate. You don't hold a shibby. Sorry, mate. It's
Yeah.
just it is how it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all investors like everyone else that's here. You know.
100%.
Fair
I'll
enough.
go ahead and shoot them down.
But then if we allow someone in, then we're just taking the piss.
Yeah, I'll just.
Sorry, friend.
Friend, mate.
I hate to say it, guys. I don't come here for the chips. I'm not in dire need of that. Should be winning.
Yeah,
I
that's
come
the
here
thing,
I come
man.
here for the chat we have and the the banter and the things going
Yeah.
on with the project.
I'm glad you said that. Yeah, that's the same thing. Like, if you're coming here to win a million Shiba Inu, like, you should probably do something better with your life. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Really.
why?
No, but the fact that like it goes back to our community, to the holders, like that's obviously an important thing to us. So
Like, it's a
You know.
nice plus for winning.
And you guys are streaming it live anyway, so anyone who is interested can jump on there and ask their questions or whatever else
This is
they
true.
have.
yeah,
On Twitch. Yeah.
Right. Or in the Discord itself still. But
Baku. It's just weird how people come in here and, like, I don't know. You see it a lot more behind the scenes when people come into this project and they see an active community. They try to, and I'm not saying this about anybody specific. I'm not saying anybody in here or like that we've been talking about. I'm just saying, like, lately you'll see, now that our community is thriving and that there's sales happening and that people are actually realizing, like, okay, a quality NFT project relies on a community first before it relies on anything else. Because, anyways, long story short, you'll see that a lot behind the scenes where people are like, hey, well, let's do a collab, or it's the Shiba Society with the Cockroach Club, and you're like, oh man, are you kidding me? That's what we're talking about? The Shiba Society and the Cockroach Club? Like, get out of here. Like, it's gotten to the point where, like, there's people trying to hit up Mago, and that's all. I'm like, hey, blah 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 blah. But at the same time, you look at what value would it bring to our project, and it's like, dude, nothing at all. So now we're starting to get the kind of heat where, like, we are being propositioned, I guess, by different projects trying to not only latch on to our popularity and growth, but also trying to find their own identity with Shiba. Like, hey guys, where's the cockroach club? If we get a dog.
We could be selective in the options you do, and I mean that's exactly why I brought that mused out option as an idea to present it to the community, because I'm like, this is just an option, guys. Like, let's like all talk about this and see if everyone wants to do this as a project and then what we represent, and if not, we don't. Like, no hard feelings. Like, I'm not gonna take any hard feelings to it. You guys said designer needed. I was like, damn. But let's still talk about if this is a good idea and how you guys feel about it. You know, like your cockroach idea. You know, we can talk about it, but you know, a lot of us probably shoot it down after doing some research or figuring out what their community ideas are about, or maybe we do research and find out that's a great project. You know, till that point, gotta be a Shiba holder to play at the table.
That's it, yeah.
Ooh, oh, excuse me.
What up, Ivan?
What's going on, fellas? Just sitting down.
Hey, Ivan.
How's it going? Had to do a little bit. Had to go outside, do a couple things real quick before I came back in. Oh my god! How's everybody doing?
Good. Was chasing some roos yesterday, so
I saw that. I just saw that right now. I was showing my wife. Yeah, she wants to see some.
yeah.
So,
I went out hiking.
You could
I went out
barely
hiking.
see them, huh?
What's that?
I said you could barely see them, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I was a little bit late because as I pulled out my phone to take a photo, to start recording, just as I pressed the button, they went for a bolt. So I was a little bit late. But next time, yeah, I'll be a little bit more quicker. But yeah, they're pretty big. Like yesterday, there probably would have been 2 big males, probably just as big as me. And I kid you not, like they come up to a fence and you just look at them and then they just literally just clear it. Even my brother-in-law was like, quite surprised because he's from New Zealand. And he goes, I've never seen kangaroos like this. I'm like, man, you see this all the time, you know?
Why they don't have them in New Zealand?
Nah, New Zealand's got wallabies. They're like a miniaturized version of a kangaroo, but they're like a lot smaller.
But you guys are pretty close to each other, right? As far as
yeah, we're pretty close. But I mean, like New Zealand doesn't have any of like the deadly things that we have got, like snakes, spiders. Yeah.
There's a lot of forest land there too, right? Like mountains and stuff like that.
Yeah. New Zealand is quite mountainous, a lot of like rivers and whatnot. But yeah, like there's no snakes there. There's no like killer spiders. I mean, they've got like the white tail, but other than that, there's nothing, too dangerous. They don't have crocodiles there. No cassowaries there.
I just saw a video. I think it was yesterday, maybe earlier today or yesterday. I can't remember. I've been pretty tired lately after work, but it was what's up with you, Moon? You got some wings? Okay.
What's that? Calamari?
Some chicken strips.
Nah, chicken, man, just straight up chicken.
Yeah, chicken strips.
I'm done with that.
Yeah, no, man. What the fuck was I saying? I lost what I was saying now. Oh well, fuck it. It'll come late.
You guys want to start the game? Maybe we have 3 spots left, but let's say if we can fill them.
Them cookies ain't no punk, boy.
Do you guys want to start or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go.
All right. If someone joins in halfway through, that's, I guess.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. My
yeah,
daughter,
thank you, Mogo.
me and my daughter were talking last night, and she brought up kangaroos for some reason. And I was like, "Baby, you want to see a kangaroo?" And she goes, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." I said, I told her she don't know what crypto is or nothing. You know what I mean? She's a little 5-year-old. So I said, as soon as Daddy hits it big, I'm gonna buy a big backyard and I'll buy you a baby kangaroo. Okay?
Yeah, man. Get
Yeah,
a
like,
nice little baby kangaroo.
be a little baby kangaroo, bro.
I don't think they're meant to be pets, but go for it.
Bro, I'm
To
gonna tell you,
everyone their own.
I'll tell you what, bro. I know some people in Arizona and Texas and shit like that. It'll amaze you what they keep as pets.
I bet.
I got a homie here in California in Stockton where I'm at that has a baby alligator. Yeah. Keeps it in a big, it's probably like about like a tin swimming pool, like an old school swimming pool, tin with the tin walls. It's probably the walls are probably about 4 feet tall. And it's pretty good circumference. How's everybody been? Good week, everybody?
Yeah, pretty good.
Not bad. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, except for the 2 projects I was gonna mint this week, both got pushed back by 2 days each. I'm like, no, don't do this to me, guys.
Which ones were those?
Unfortunate.
Mine Nation was one of them, and this other one on the Polygon network, FF Wool. Yeah, FF Wool was it's just one of those staking farming projects. But I've held like their NFTs for a while, so I was like excited for phase 2. And then Mine Nations, they're one of the Minecraft NFT worlds that are popping up. They already they had a beta live game of this cannonball that me and Kane hopped into, and I was like, man, I was sold on it. I was like, this is such a fun game. I'm ready to mint. And then they delete it. I was like, man. I mean, which is from their standpoint, I see it. They want to sell out, so they're trying to sell out a collection of 10,000, and they have 17,000 people in their Discord, and they have maybe 3,000 whitelists. So they're giving opportunity for a few more whitelists, and especially when you do 10,000 series, you need to have close to 20,000 Discord members, because not all your Discord members are gonna mint.
Yeah.
And not all your whitelisters are gonna mint.
Yeah, I was listening to some ratios the other day, and they said if you got a 10K project, you don't even want to start mint until you have like 50,000 followers, or like like they say you want your Twitter to be between your Twitter and your Discord, you want to have like 50,000 people interested in your project, because only like 1 out of 5 are really gonna mint. I don't know if it's true. I'm just saying, people talk, everybody's an expert these days, or an analyst, or fucking, you know what I'm saying? You know how it goes. But some of these people, man, it's early in the NFT space, so we never know which way the wind's gonna blow and shit. But that's what makes it so hard to analyze the shit too. It's like, you think you got it paid, then something else changes. Like,
then you got stick figures selling for no reason.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And you got some shit with some good art that, just for whatever reason never caught on. You got other projects that have good utility behind them, but the people who are running the projects might not be as sociable as they need to be to get the recognition they need, and
See
they
that
might
one
not
all the time.
have a budget to pay people or whatever to, It's crazy out there. The different variations of what's going on, and then overall too, like what's making it and what's not. Like you said, stick figures are selling and shit, and something else is just just sitting there like, man, what do we do? How do we, you know, should we just cancel the mint and go with the small collection? Do we do this? Do we do that? You know what I mean? It's weird. It's interesting though. Oh, okay.
It's only us two, Ivan.
Oh,
It's only us two.
that was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, I mean, like this Mine Nation project, it's building around the whole Minecraft, revolving around a community, and not just one community. It's multiple NFT communities that have bought worlds and are developing it, and then on top of that, they're all using just one token as their world currency, which is called a world by that chance, and the end game for the developers that created this whole NFT world project and then sold it out, and then now it's on the communities to build these. They're still working in the background. They're still a dev team for what's happening, but their end goal is to get bought out by Microsoft.
Wow.
Like in their white paper, they stated it. They're like, man, this is something we've built separate from Microsoft. But if Microsoft ever wants to get into the crypto game, all they have to do is buy us out, and they instantly are developers of a community already built on their gaming system, with a token
And
already linked into the metaverse.
and those moves are gonna happen. We see it with the
Yeah.
apes buying out. What do you call it? You know what I'm saying? The punks. You know what I mean? That was just the first big merger. You know what I'm saying? In the space, and it's just gonna, as these bigger companies, especially imagine if they're trying to do something on their own, but because they're not as crypto savvy and adept, that they end up failing, they're gonna be looking to purchase a successful project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or
they buy the team, put them on their pay salary. They get happy with their, their salary offer. They negotiate whatever they need in the back room, and they instantly have a crypto metaverse asset in their books.
yeah, moves like that are gonna be made. But how soon? How soon do you?
Oh, it's not going to be quick. We're talking like years from now. By the time years until they figure out, hey, this is something we should go. Like right now, they're like probably on the fence whether they should enter the space or not. But later down the line, I could see them saying, okay, now we want to start acquisitions, and that could be years realistically. And I'm fine holding what I'm investing in for years for an acquisition like that happening.
Yeah.
Like, this is not money I need for rent. This is not money that
It's funny you say that though too, because I've invested into about 3 different metaverse projects as far as the coin goes, their tokens go, and then I haven't gotten to an NFT metaverse yet. I mean, I don't even count the aisles, like I said, because that's going to the community. But like I was listening to some podcasts, and the guys I was listening to, they're into crypto and they understand it very, very good, I learned from them. Let me say that. So, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn and say like I know a lot of shit either, because I'm still learning. But that's why I listen to them, because I learn from them. But they're more into stocks. They're more into stocks and different stuff like that, financial stuff. They're more adept in those areas. But that's what brings me to this and the whole conversation about the metaverse and whatnot, is because these guys were projecting that Microsoft is going to be the biggest metaverse player in the next like 5 to 10 years. They just said it a straight out rank that they already working on their own metaverse. They just and supposedly they're secretly working on their own crypto, according to what these guys are saying. So, like that.
I mean, but it's also the same thing that a lot of people in the cryptoverse, very similar to internet, you know, and gaming world, are not fans of Microsoft. You know, if they could buy an alternate, they would, but since they're the only option, they kind of stuck to it. And I heard someone say earlier in the week, you know, Bored Ape Yacht Club, they're coming out with their own. They came out with their own token, and they're coming out with their own metaverse for gaming. But how many gamers do you
Get
think
the
they're going to
fuck
be able
outta
to onboard?
Sorry, bro. Hold on. I just yeah. Go ahead though. Go on my back.
Yeah, like how many gamers do you think they're going to be able to onboard onto their platform? Like it's a, you know, crazy rich people, and most gamers are not crazy rich that they're going to be like, hey, I want to game with you. Like, I want to hop into your world and spend 6 figures to come game with you. And how many of those that do make that 7-figure income are going to want to actually sit there and game?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, there's a barrier between the two classes, and
Yeah.
you know, bridging that barrier is a fine balance.
Yeah, but the thing you got to remember too, bro, is we're here now, and we look at it how we look at it because we look at it from a crypto-centric point of view, an enthusiast point of view. But the people who are going to buy Microsoft, those are the normies. Those are people who haven't caught on to crypto or the metaverse or any of that yet. They're going to wait for Microsoft to do something like that so they can hop in. You know what I'm saying? We always got to remember that being the fact that we're so early, you know, we're less than the minority. You know what I mean? Especially being in the NFT world, the crypto centric people are the minority. The NFT people, like we said it earlier, if crypto is an infant, if crypto is in its infancy, then NFTs really are embryonic still. They're like in an embryo state. We don't know what's going to go on with NFTs yet, and people haven't even figured out crypto. So in this place where we're at in the NFT world, and then not only that, we're talking about NFTs. This I mean, we're if crypto's where it's at, NFTs are where it's at. Imagine how, you know, where the metaverse at yet? You know, like
Yeah,
still,
you're
stuck in the sack or what?
yeah, pretty much. Beta. Metaverse is beta, man. It's for real shit. It's beta. Like, I get it. You know, once Microsoft gets in that game, you know, there's the people that don't have the know-how that feel secure investing in just a big name like Microsoft.
Yeah.
Where those that can get informed a little bit more can get a little bit more of an ROI on a, you know, project.
And that's where it's at, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's having control of your financial investments. It's in your hand to do what you please with, and there's a space for it to grow, and it's up to you.
Yeah.
This is the free market we wanted, right?
So far.
So far.
So far. One of my goals this year was to get into DeFi more. And then also looking at some of my more long-term positions, and then just starting to restake them again, because I was staking all my stuff all last year. And then at the beginning of this year, once everything came out from being staked and whatnot, I was a little hesitant to restake it. But the main reason is because I was just trying to shop around for somewhere where I can get better percentages on what I'm holding. You know what I mean? Shop around and find, like I said, the different venues that might get me a better percentage for what I'm holding per coin, not overall, but just per coin. You know what I mean? Like, who's going to give me the most for my Bitcoin? Who's going to give me the most for my Ethereum? And if I have to use multiple places, well, then so be it. But at least I'm getting the top dollar for whatever I plan on holding long term.
Yeah, if you want that top dollar, you gotta be active in your management. Check it every once in a while. And like, I love liquidity pools, man. I'm getting that little bit of passive income where I can pull it out and buy an NFT here and there just from pretty much that passive gain. It's like I don't feel bad buying an NFT when I get it from that passive income.
For sure.
Yeah, the liquidity pools are pretty cool, huh? Like, you can especially if you get, you know, into a really good token that has a lot of utility. Like, yeah,
Well, that's what I, Shiba Swap got me into it. It was like the entry into it with their whole Shiba Swap bone, and it's like, yeah, as I've become more informed, what you said, Ivan, have to be active and shop around.
Yeah, for sure. I almost liquidated my whole Bitcoin position about a month or 2 months ago. I was seriously thinking about liquidating all of my Bitcoin and putting it into Leash. The funny thing about it is I had that thought when Leash was actually around 1,200 after it came down a little bit, but it didn't go down to like 8 something where it was at, almost, or 9. So yeah, I almost took all my Bitcoin out and threw it over to Leash, but I haven't done it yet. I think what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna add. It's not add to my Bitcoin position, but I'm gonna add to. I don't know. I'm gonna look at the LPs and I'm gonna see which one's more interesting as far as you know what I mean, returns and whatnot. And then if when I find the one I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna liquidate my Bitcoin for that, and then pair it and then add on and match my liquidity, and I'm gonna start messing around with LPs this year through Shiba Swap.
Should look into DeFi Kingdoms. 300% APY.
Yeah, that's Harmony One, right, bro? You've been telling me about that forever already.
Yeah. There, man.
what's that one? DeFi. What is it? DeFi Kings.
DeFi Kingdoms. Yeah.
Oh, Kingdom.
It's great for liquidity pools. It's great.
Do they have like a native token?
They're going to actually launch their own blockchain. That's how big they are now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're about to use their native token as their gas.
Oh, yeah, here we go. DeFi Kingdoms.
Speechless. I got a question for you.
Ask away, man.
If that project that you were talking about does get bought out by Microsoft, what's your position on that?
So, NFT world, NFT as a whole, they just came out with that whole idea and concept, and they're just the back-end API creators, and they created the token, so they're like, the token managers of the world. But the communities themselves are done by the community. They're like, My Nation is just part of the community. Cryptid clans, they're just part of the community. These are just different communities that are doing their own thing on top of the platform that they've given to the community. It was a free mint. Like, Microsoft requires them. Now they have a financial backing. Like, they have a powerhouse behind them. So I have no problem with that.
Okay, I was just wondering because
earlier
we were talking about Microsoft and whatnot, and you were like, well, people who are basically people who are already here aren't necessarily fans of Microsoft and what, you know what I'm saying? So I was just curious to see where your stance was on that if they were to get bought out by Microsoft.
Yeah, it's like taking the deal with the devil. You got that money, but you gotta expect the problems.
Yeah, it's like investing. It's like investing into a stock of a company that you don't like morally, huh?
Yeah.
I don't want to call on this hand, but I've got so many chips in there that I can't. It's so hard to consider getting out.
What are you guys calling? Mo, go ahead. Okay, thank you, Mo. I was like, what are you guys calling, man? I've been raising every time.
You had aces, bitches. I was like, oh no, don't tell me he's got aces.
I could have had a pair of queens to beat it, but that's it.
I guess 2 pairs ain't good enough tonight, huh? That's the second time I lost with 2 pairs. They were high pairs too, though. They were high pairs. They were decent.
I thought someone was like fishing for the flush, so I had to raise it so I could get them out of there, even though I still would have won.
that's all me. My bad.
Yeah, like you know, I started with Shiba and Shiba Swap, and that's where my roots are at. And same with Shiba Society.
You got any F9, bro?
I was looking at that actually. So this last week, I was actually because I've been buying a lot of NFTs, and I'm like, man, I need to just start banking up my crypto roll again, not so much just the NFTs. And so I was looking at what to buy, and after talking last week, I was like, oh, let's look at F9. But I was looking at the
Launchpad, bro.
yeah, but so the advantage you're gonna
Everything's
get.
go through F9.
I know, and the advantage you're gonna get is by having more tokens and then locking them in. And I was looking at how much tokens I need to get those real perks. You know,
Yeah, what's the number? What's the number? Talk to me.
it's more than I was willing to spend. A lot more than I was willing to spend.
Oh,
You know,
shit.
it was like you need like minimum 5K to even get the benefit of low level. Like, you know, so you're talking 15 to 20K, but then
You're
you're
talking
getting
about
those launch
5K at
pads.
today's price?
5K USD. Yeah, at today's
At today's
price.
price, though, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, give it the token's gonna go up. So 5K future by the time they get the launch pad could be like, you know, 15, 20K. But you know, those are the whales that are gonna be getting the perks. But
Yeah.
I see it. I see why. You know, it is a launch pad.
I know
You gotta pay to play.
There's a couple of people, bro, that I've come across through the SHIB community, through SHIB Army, that got into F9. Man, bro, like damn near pretty much when Shiba Swap came out, they're gonna be sitting pretty, bro.
Yeah, so all those people are sitting pretty, and so see what the way they've set it up is they're not, you know, you don't have to be quite a whale today to get into there to get the good perks, which I was like, cool, it's still achievable, but it's more than I want to spend. You know, just I wanted to buy multiple tokens, small amounts, just to build up my bag a little. But yeah, they want to give the benefit to those early holders that were in the project, that believed in them. They get the advantage of when a new token comes out on Shiba Swap, they get a cut of that early pre-release.
Yeah. There we go. I want a small one, but it's keeping me in there. It's keeping me there. Yeah, nah, man. F9. I got some Starlink, some Star L. I have Verse. All through Shiba Swap, UFO. Then I was looking at adding either Vimp. Vimp is supposed to be pretty good too. And then I can't remember the other one. I'll have to think about it right now. But I want to get into the LPs. That's what I want to play with this year.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing with liquidity pools are just you got to watch your permanent loss. You know, you got to manage your being liquidated. So I was liquidated out of a token already 2 months ago. It was that the world token that I was talking about. I put up you know, a few $100 in liquidity so that people could start trading it on Polygon network. And this was because before it became big and before they even had any beta worlds to play in. And before you know it, token started price rising from 3 cents up to 8 cents, and I got liquidated at 8 cents. You know, they pretty much bought all my token that I had available for sale, so I got liquidated into Matic. But it got the ball rolling that next person added more liquidity to the network, and I think now they're sitting like almost 200K in liquidity, all snowballing from the few $100 I had it, and you know, just the project growing. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Big projects, I don't think you have to worry about it as much. I think once a project hits, you know, 6 figures plus on liquidity pools, it's not as volatile, unless the markets itself are volatile.
Yeah. I have my own spiel on that. You know what I mean? My own I don't know, theory. I guess you would call it. You know, I wouldn't even call it theory. I'd more or less call it a dream. I doubt it'll ever happen. But nah, man. Like I just like we were talking about earlier. You know, we looked into get into this free market system. You know what I mean? We looked to get into something that was detached from the centralized, system of banking and manipulating our money. Um, and we figured we got into here so we can learn how to manipulate our money ourselves, right? For our own benefit. Um, so like I said it multiple times. I said it on a couple different podcasts. I've said it probably, in the live chat, just talking with people or whatnot. But I would really love for people who are really serious about crypto to stop investing. It's hard because being that crypto came after stocks and after the stock market and after traditional investing, um, you know, uh, ways and methods and theories and whatnot, it's going to be hard to break away from and do what I would really love would happen. Um, but I would really like me personally when the market goes green. I hardly ever buy when the market's green, only if um, to be honest with you, only if I'm adding to a position to or to something that came out that I think is going to go up from where I buy it at. You know what I mean? And not even necessarily trade it, just necessarily if I think something's undervalued and it's going to go up in price from where I'm going to buy at. That's the only time I really even buy it in a bull market. I do most of my buying during bear markets and during dips. I just look to DCA or I'll look to add to a position and find a good price that I feel comfortable with. It's not going to mess up my average. Um, so with that being said, I wish people who are really serious about crypto and really came into crypto for those reasons that I mentioned earlier would stop investing um, like their money's attached to the main market and their mentalities and emotions are attached to the main market. You know what I mean? I know it's as a reality, we're going to have to take advantage of whatever's happening, and those people are most likely reacting to the main market. But that's the thing that pisses me off, man, is that we came to this to manipulate our own money. Why are we letting their markets manipulate how we think and into manipulating our market? We're just an extension of their market at that point, and their theories and everything else that they went for. The only thing is they're not getting a cut out of it right now. But if we keep on that same mentality and we keep operating within those mentalities of investing that are attached to that way of thinking and that system, it's not going to be long before they adapt because we're not going to progress. We're staying still. And they're going to adapt and they're going to start manipulating this system, which we already see with these CBDC coins and everything else coming out. So, I say all that to basically say that I wish, as crypto enthusiasts and purists, we can get away from investing how the market traditionally invests, and then on top of that, hopefully the crypto market at one point in time can break away from Bitcoin manipulating everything itself too. As a Shiba Inu fan, uh, I listened. Shaitoshi made a post not too long ago when I brought this up to Mago before one of our talks that he believes that by the end of the year, SHIB's going to break that pattern and the market's going to start following SHIB. I don't know if that's going to play true. I don't know what he has planned because he's pretty secret about what he does behind the scenes and whatnot with his, with the moves that they're making and whatnot. But one thing I can say about Shaitoshi, man, is that dude doesn't really speak much, but when he does speak, to me, he seems like he's the type of guy that's not bullshitting. You know what I mean? So, um, that's basically all I got to say about that, bro. I just wish that I hope, and it's probably not ever going to happen unless the traditional system actually fails and breaks down, and then crypto becomes the new system. But then, even then, if we don't break away from that mentality and investing like how they invest in what the traditional ways they invest, then it just becomes the new system. You know what I mean?
And I
The
think
other
it's not
thing too is
just
that how does it break away from Bitcoin? I mean, does that mean that it surpasses Bitcoin's market cap and then eventually breaks away? I mean, that's huge, Ivan. That's like what?
Well, I think
Bitcoin.
I'm gonna quote Speechless in his own words the other day on this one. The days of the meme coin are over. And if you're gonna invest into something, you're gonna invest into it for utility, right?
Hmm.
well,
Bitcoin
yeah.
doesn't have very much utility besides store of value.
True. Yeah.
And the world's gonna grow. Crypto's gonna grow. NFTs are gonna grow. The metaverse is gonna grow.
Hmm.
Now it is the king and it does have the biggest market cap, but utility, I believe, is gonna be king.
Hmm.
I mean,
So
gold is a store of value. You know, depending
yeah,
on how you look at different things, there's many different stores of value.
Yeah.
But you know,
Gold, silver, palladium.
we're moving into innovating times. You know what I'm saying? And they're changing so fast that store of value, you're still gonna need it, but utility is gonna, you know what I'm saying? Utility is gonna be
Wow.
king.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I mean, and I don't know shit, so don't listen to me.
I mean, you have it right, Ivan, on you know what you're thinking, the future of it, but you know, there's the future versus the reality of what's going on now, and you
Hey,
know, I use indicator. I dropped a alpha chart into the should be chat for you guys. I posted,
Yeah,
I
cool.
did the analysis a few days ago. I even made an NFT about it just to record it in history and be like, look, this is my analysis. It's a look back of what's going on in these cycles. These are indicators I'm looking at. This is why I bought this week. I even bet Kano $1 on Twitch call of calling a certain number by a certain day, but that came into fruition.
bro, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. I had an idea that I popped up with the other day, and you just pretty much tapped on it. Right now with what you just said, I want to run something by you real quick and see and get your thoughts on it, and then possibly see if it, you know what I mean. Yeah, we'll talk.
But yeah, man, I mean, I think the future, you know, it's these different NFT currencies, you know, whether they're communities or the crypto token, you know, they should essentially, it's a business, and you're feeding profits to your liquidity holders, so they're the ones staking up the money for your company, so you reward them through liquidity pools, and then the token holders get rewarded with the price going up over time, and you bring the price going up over time by bringing value to your company, just like companies do. And every so often they have share buybacks, which would be
Bro,
token buybacks.
this is just the new wave of commerce. That's all.
Yeah, it's just decentralizing what corporations already do,
We're-
but we haven't been accepted by corporations yet.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and you know why? Because they don't want to accept us. If they accept us now, we get big before they can get in.
Yeah.
Well, you got the opposite going on. You got crypto communities incorporating themselves as LLCs. That you don't
LLCs,
come to us,
DAOs,
we'll
all kinds of
come.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. LLCs and DAOs, and in combinations of them, therefore both.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Exactly. And that's the future.
Yeah, brother. I've been doing my research. You know what I mean? I've been busy as a mug at work lately, man. I'm lifting in heavy equipment. I'm doing all kinds of different.
Yikes. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just making some food.
But on my break,
Alright.
give me some, man. I want some. Where you going? What you making?
I'm making my wife some food. She's going to work soon.
Oh shit, my bad, bro. Yeah, no.
Hey, hey, Speeches, I'm just looking at that chart. So you got the reason why you're charting 250 moving averages.
Yeah. 50-day moving average and a 200-day moving average. You take a bigger picture look instead of focusing on the day-to-day volatility. When you do like stock chart analysis, you look at the bigger picture, overall trends. And usually when you look at a 50-day and 200-day moving averages, you have crossing points. So I circled those two crossing points on the last cycle, maybe 8 months ago, when you saw the 50-day go below the 200 we had the low of the market before that happened, and then we have an indicator of it crossing above, and then that when that indicator flagged, we were on an uptrend, even though we took a dip. So even though the market dipped, you know, right when it happened, because that's the localized reaction, long term, it still continued upward until it hit the next indicator and pulled back, which is the new cycle we reached in. And these are known cycles of analysis through, you know, the stock market. Like, there's people that you get educated in college for this shit. I've just taken the time to educate myself. There's different patterns that markets follow, and
the
yeah.
Where's the W?
You know, it was a W, but if it prolongs, it's going to be an Adam and Eve, which an Adam and Eve is healthier for the market than a W, which has a quicker retrace on the hype, the up run.
Yes, sir.
And it's funny because I saw another influencer on Twitter today post something about that Adam and Eve formation. I was like, man, I was talking about this shit a week ago.
Yeah.
Like, you're late. I was like, I rebuttal your answer with the chart.
So what you're saying is, so basically, once you get confirmation of the 200 moving average, does that mean that essentially this next cycle that we're in, is that going to confirm or deny that we'll be in a bull market, or what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely starts to show confirmation of, you know, entering of the bull market. I think we're already going off that low. You know, not financial advice out there, but I think we already hit that low and we're already retracing off of it. We see the uptrend going up on the 50-day moving average, and we're closing the gap every day. We're closing that gap, you know, between the 200 and the 50 moving average. And when it closes, yeah, we're going to see an overshoot and we're going to see a correction undershoot, but then we're likely going to see that upward trend that we've been waiting for, which is the definition of the bull market.
No, I haven't been able to fucking buy more.
Yeah, whether it takes a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 3 months, you know, I can't tell you that. I can just tell you that, you know, based on what this looks, it's trending in that manner, and no one's ever going to be able to time it for the exact day.
Yeah.
It's just being aware of the cycles.
When Shibarium, bro.
When Shibarium, yeah, watch, Shibarium's going to drop right on that uptick of that bull, and it's going to be a super bull cycle.
Hey, and then what if she drops too?
Oh, I know where I'm storing my money. Store of value. Take all my profits on the top. You know where it's going.
and that's bro, you know, just on these couple little things we just mentioned right now, and not even to mention what, you know, the fact that Bone's gonna be the gas token, and Leash is pretty much SHIB's equivalent to Bitcoin, you know, as far as being a finite you know, low cap. I mean, you know what I'm saying? A finite basically has a limited amount of coins available, and looking at the market cap on that, like, bro, that's what kind of makes me think or feel a little more comfortable, I should say, in the fact, in the words that Satoshi said, that he thinks that SHIB can make the market, the crypto market, break away from Bitcoin with its utilities and you know, things that are gonna basically break us out of slumps like that and dips and shit. You know what I mean?
This guy, nice river.
I might I'm not saying I'm banking on it, but I think when she hits, bro, can you imagine? Just think about how many people have supported SHIB this long, and all the while while it was building utility. But they never pumped up nothing to us. They never said this is what's coming in so many words. They hinted around to it and this and that, but they never gave dates. They never gave time. They kept quiet. They waited and they showed progress and you know, within the process. Excuse me. And you know, all these people have supported this project, which was and at the time, I mean, look how many people bought it when it was just a meme coin. You get what I'm saying? Now those people who stuck around and who've been here and have done the research and have been part of SHIB Army, bro. All of these people, in my heart, I truly believe that all of these people, when they can get to it, they're gonna throw their liquidity into SHIB, like we talked about. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna buy. I know I'm probably more than likely, almost positively, I'm gonna start buying more and doing more transactions through Shiba Swap as soon as Shibarium hits, so I can get the lower fees. You get what I'm saying? Versus anywhere else messing with my ERC20 tokens. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't I?
Does that mean that? Sorry to interrupt, Ivan. Does that mean that when they launch Shibarium, so then you'll need to be holding Bone to do the transaction? Because Bone would be basically the gas.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're gonna convert your Bone gas to SHIB and then burn the SHIB.
Oh yeah, I got a bag, baby.
Oh really?
I got a bag, baby.
Because they don't want to they don't want to burn Bone, because Bone is already limited and it's the governance token. So they say you might as well hold it for governance. And here's another utility of gas. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna convert some and burn the Shiba equivalent, so your SHIB goes up as well.
Oh wow. Okay, so what you're saying is, so what you're holding the Bone, and then when you're doing the transaction,
come on, baby kangaroo. Sorry,
it won't. No, that's right. So you won't burn the Bone; it'll actually burn the SHIB.
Yeah, you'll use your Bone, but you're selling your Bone for the gas, and then they're gonna take that Bone automatically and buy SHIB equivalent and put Bone back into the liquidity pool for all those liquidity pool holders. That's what they pay them in Bone. So it makes sense for them to use that gas and convert it back to liquidity pool holders and then burn the SHIB equivalent of it.
These motherfuckers didn't learn how to recycle crypto already.
Yeah, they thought about an economic system that's sustainable, that, you know, with projects in it can grow over time, and it's like, made sense to me.
Hey, I'm gonna say this right now. Satoshi Sama is the Muhammad Ali of crypto, bro. You know why I say that? He's a mean shit talker too, but he throws some punches. You know what I mean? Like,
man, Kane, he got knocked out already.
I know, man.
That was nice, man.
Can't believe this.
Did you rebuy him with 50,000 or 100,000, Kano?
I bought him with 50.
Oh, okay, you got another 50 as well.
You got another 50. Yeah, you got 100K total, but we always go 50, so we can, you know, go all in and lower risk.
Man, it was funny.
We had DC8
earlier on, probably 3 or 4 hands ago. I folded before I saw the first 3 cards there.
Oh shit! Before the
and
flop?
Then yeah, because I was like, man, I just lost to him, and I had a flush right there, and it was better than Sense's flush in the end. It was like 1 card higher on each. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, watch that guy.
I folded earlier. I was probably about 10K into a hand, and ended up folding, and then the river came, and I ended up with a straight.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna get it. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna go another 8K and.
Oh yeah, if I win this, Shiba tokens are going to the new Dude Drake Sword multi-sig wallet.
There you go, brother.
Me and Kano were on a information rampage during.
Yeah, I like your community over there, bro. I don't really dabble too much in too many of the server to deal channels and stuff because I don't really play that many games. But the crypto channel, the NFT channel, the general, you know what I mean? I like it. I pop in there every couple days, try to get to see what's up, catch up on what's going on and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's it gets kind of confusing sometimes. You get notifications popping off in each one, and then you go to type in one, but you don't look up top, and you're in a different one. But it's been working. It's you know, we got few people in each voice channel that are doing their own little things, because
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed
it's
that.
gets a little bit hectic if you got all in one for that stuff. But it's working, and it's introducing people to crypto and the wallets and MetaMask and all the functions that going back to the previous conversation there. How is my
I had 5s and 3s too.
the right now not just anyone can just jump on board with this stuff. You gotta do research. You gotta figure out how things work and what you need.
Yeah.
And it's difficult even when you have help. So
yeah, for sure, bro.
What would Microsoft do if they bought NFT Worlds, and how would they incorporate that into their corporation? Or would they just leave it separate? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much there. I do understand what Speechless was saying earlier about the fact that most of the people in quote unquote our world don't really support them. But I think their smartest move is gonna be what big money always does, and basically just
But you just cut out, Ivan.
He's muted himself.
the heck. All of that just shut off by itself right now.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
I said the moderator would like to speak to me. The fuck?
Oh.
You are the moderator.
I'm gonna have a conversation with myself in a minute, bro.
Yeah.
Forgive me if I get a little loud. No. I don't know, bro. Yeah, no, I think they'll just throw money at it, to be honest with you. I think they'll just put a number out there that someone who totally understands and really knows how to operate within the space and what people really want. Essentially, man, to be honest with you, like that's just the natural progression and pattern of every industry. It starts off with people who are against the system, who are quote unquote outlaws, or unwanted or unruly or whatever it might be. They build a community. They build whatever it is that they do. They make it to where it's a point to where it's a cult classic or whatever you want to call it. There's a culture behind it, and then eventually when they finally see that they can't fight it, they make it part of their system so they can control it.
Regulate it, yeah.
That's where I come out with my whole theory that I've been saying. I mean, Margo, you're probably tired of hearing it from me already, bro. Like I know this is probably the third or fourth time you've heard me give that same spiel. You know what I mean?
At least you're consistent, Ivan.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah. You don't change it up. Stick to your word.
Hey, bro. I only speak what I feel. You know what I mean? And telling the truth is always better than lying, because you never have to remember. You have to remember a lie. The truth is always going to be there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I've never understood people who lie or fake it to make it. It's like, why, bro? Just be you. Have your own thoughts. Like, who knows? Your originality might be better than everyone. Everything that everyone's going along with. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Nice
Some people will never fit in because they're meant to stick out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that about me. I'm just saying that period. Some people will never fit in because they're meant to stick out. And that means their ideas and what their beliefs and everything else might be. You know what I mean?
real question is, who got the flush on the flop?
For real.
Who's sitting on it? It's not me.
Well, it's out there, or
Yeah.
it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you ended up minting that chart, huh? That's dope.
Yeah, on a Polygon network.
You saving it for yourself or what?
I did like 21 of them. I like doing numbers that are like, 21,
Okay.
13, 33, 7, the lucky
Fuck,
numbers.
I'm gonna go over there and snag one of those and support it. I got some
I'll
Polygon.
send
I've
it,
been
man.
wanting-
I'll send it to you for free if
Yeah.
you want it. I
I
don't
got
really.
some Polygon up. That's what I was gonna ask you too. Hold on a second. Let me go grab a beer. There we go. Damn, that came quick. Oh, it's just me and Sense, huh? All right. Woo. Keep it friendly. I keep it friendly. Hi, hombre.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to make money off the chart. I was just trying to put information out there and
No, but like,
show people that, hey, this is the information I looked at a point in time that could be helpful, and these indicators are something people should get educated about. I think you asked Mogo why the 50 and 200 day. There's a lot of consensus by the stock community onto why to look at those two indicators, and just taking from what I've learned in other markets to apply to this market.
Good. Where we at? Call. All right, I'll call.
Well, apparently there was a whole heap of there was some futures contracts that expired today, wasn't there? Like I think it was on DigiByte or something, like 3 billion in
Digibyte?
contracts. On Digibit or DigiByte, something like that. I saw a tweet about it. What was it? Wall Street Bets saying that there's about 3
bet.
billion.
So you know how the future contracts and option contracts go, right? They're not every month, so they're spaced out at intervals throughout the year. So they'll do like a 2-month space, 5-month space, 7. So they have like they cram them up the expiration at a certain time of the year together. So it purposely creates these cycles.
Hmm.
So it's a whole market's controlled by the people that know how to do it for their benefit. It's
Yeah.
just learning what they're doing and why they're doing it and how they're doing it.
Hmm.
And hopefully the crypto market eventually steps away from that.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. I don't know, man.
Well, it's good to see that we've had a bit of a some green days.
It's always good for people's enthusiasm,
Hmm.
get their spirits back up, get their mind off of losing money all the time. I mean, if you look at it every day, we have inflation, prices of gas, the prices of food. It's real.
It was bound to happen. It was just when.
Well, it's crazy. I was talking to who was I talking to the other week about it? I think I was talking to Moon about it, and apparently he was saying it was like $4.25 per gallon in Texas. And I told him, I said, "Do you want to know what the equivalent is in Victoria and Australia?" And he goes, "Yeah, what is it?" We worked it out. It's $8 a gallon USD.
Yeah.
In
Because
Australia,
you guys pay by the liter, right, Marlo?
we pay by the liter. Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy.
3.87 liters in a gallon.
Yeah, we already hit that $6 a gallon over here in California.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where you at, Speechless?
San Diego.
Are you?
San Diego. Yep.
My brother, I never knew that. I thought for some reason, I thought you were on the East Coast, bro.
Yeah, I thought you were in
And me
New York.
and Kane are in complete opposite corners of the United States, yet we befriended each other a few years ago on the interwebs.
No, that's dope, bro. That's dope. I used to have a pit bull kennel years and years ago, so I know people all over the world, bro. Just through breeding dogs. You know what I mean? Like And when I mean all over the world, I'm talking about Peru, Chechnya, Ireland, Canada, like oh man, all over, bro. There was even some people from Australia out there who had some dogs out there. I have a friend, and he he ended up becoming a dog transporter, and he got licensed for it and everything. And bro, this dude goes to the flyest places. Like he goes to Dubai like 2 or 3 times a year because one of his clients
Nice.
buy dogs and just have him transport them for him and escort them. You know what I mean? Like, man, it's crazy, bro. The lifestyle this dude lives, just moving dogs from one place to another. But beyond that, I just like, yeah, it's a trip, bro. Like how you said, you end up befriending people on the internet. Look at us, bro. We're in an NFT project. I said it earlier when we were talking about Anna. You know what I mean? Like, we got so many people from all different parts of the world. We got we're so different in certain ways, yet we're so similar. You know what I mean? We're all right here. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Okay, I think you need Byaku to approve you sitting back down.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
guys,
he's off eating.
I
are
ain't
you
eating.
guys Dodge? Are you guys? I mean, I'm my bad. Are you guys Chargers?
Oh, cooking.
Are you guys Chargers or Raider fans?
I was a Charger fan. Really don't follow it too much as close anymore that they left San Diego, and I got buddies that are Raider fans because they came from LA. So I watched a lot of Charger and Raider games in my day. Yeah. I have no. Oh, you got the 9.
Back in Madden 05.
I had it, bro. I was
I
playing
was-
nice.
I was a fan.
playing nice.
Really.
Madden 05?
Yeah, that was when I was most into football. Was back high school days and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. What are you guys into? Baseball or not sports much at all? Or
I don't really follow sports myself anymore. I I watch the Olympics and the Super Bowls and stuff like that. But
the main events?
right.
Yeah.
Got you.
But I ended up liking lacrosse the most out of all things I
That's a
tried back
really
in the
fucking
day.
sport.
Yeah, that is
Land hockey.
right. Yeah.
Football, going football was like when back in the day I worked at an after school program, and the kids at the after school program, one of the dads was head security for LT on the Chargers. So the few times I went to the stadium, he gave me a VIP pass. I got to meet the players. He signed a bunch of gear, and I was like, how am I ever gonna go just to coming to the game like a regular person? That experience kind of ruined it.
Yeah, after this. You already pinnacle. You hit your peak already.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm a Raider fan. I probably watch maybe a few games a year. If they don't make the playoffs, then I don't watch football again till the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I'm a Kings fan naturally. I'm an A's fan, but I mean, of course, I'm from Northern California. You know what I mean? So these are all local teams close to me within an hour or so, or used to be at least. The Raiders aren't so much no more. But ever since they moved to Vegas, I like the Los Oakland Raiders now.
Hey, that stadium is nice though.
There's a dude on IG.
Stadium.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen him, but there's a guy on IG, and he's from Oakland. He's a Raider fan, but he has the dilemma that a lot of Raider fans have. Especially people from this area. When they moved, they had an identity crisis. Like, I'm a Raider fan, but I'm never gonna wear anything with Las Vegas on it. You know what I mean? And you're never gonna find anything with Oakland on it again. So he made his own brand called the Los Oakland Raiders, and he sells his T-shirts. It says Los Oakland Raiders.
That's funny. I could see it.
You know what I mean? I kind of feel him though. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Team, but to me, they're always going to be from Oakland. Even when they were in LA, like I was an Oakland fan, I was a Raider fan, but I wouldn't wear anything that said Los Angeles Raiders. I would just wear stuff that said Raiders. You know, and then now that they're in Vegas, I'm still a Raiders fan, but I'm not going to wear anything that says Las Vegas on it. I'll split the difference and buy the Los Oakland. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not like any of their jerseys or anything say Las Vegas on it. Like the players' jerseys
but
are
I
just,
don't really wear jerseys
play.
much. I more so wear hats,
Okay.
hats, and sweaters, and that's the stuff that really has the hats, sweaters, and T-shirts. You know what I mean? That'll really have a lot of it on there. Chargers fan, he says. Hey, bro. Well, you'd be happy to know that even though the Chargers are our division rival forever, like, and I really should hate them. I'm kind of a secret Chargers fan myself on the unders. Like, I root for them, just for the simple fact that the longtime owner of the Chargers, Alex Spanos, is from Stockton.
I know, I hate Spanos.
Well, he's dead now, bro. Hate his son. Hate his son.
I know.
Everything.
I know.
I'm gonna tell you what, everybody does. Even here.
I know.
Pops had respect. Pops had respect.
Yeah, Pops had respect, but his son,
Yeah.
man, he was doing it for the
Man, bro.
money.
He's not even his son's not a very popular guy here, bro. You know what I mean? And for, like I said, coming from a guy who was born and raised here, his dad had a lot of respect. And
Nice hand, King. Oh,
I
you
know,
had
I
to
wasn't-
down the street.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it at the end. If that jack didn't show up, it was.
You would've-
It was just high card.
9, yeah.
Same here, though.
Oh.
that jack made me get a straight, but you had a flush. That beats my.
Right.
Woo, all right.
Blinds just go up to 4,000.
Yeah.
Word.
It usually goes up. Is it every half an hour, Bianca, or every 15 minutes?
Every half hour.
Half hour, yeah.
What are you guys chasing?
This guy.
Someone's chasing, man. Trying to get out. Oh, look at Ivan stepping up. He's like, I'm not chasing. Like, I'll show you, Chase.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
I think I have to just like go raise you all in, right? Are these the only ones in? You only got 6,000. Should I raise you all in, Ivan? I'll just call. If you want to go all in, I'll leave it up to you.
I'm so happy I didn't stay in that, I think.
I'll even be nice and I'll check it to you.
He puts in another 4.
Oh, you actually had it.
Oh,
Nice
man.
hand.
Right.
Yeah, I had
I
that
was sitting
shit.
on that Jack King the whole time. I'm like, man, King come up, Jack come up, King come up, Jack come up.
Huh. Mm.
Yeah, I suppose.
Make you a drink. Good. Kano, where you at? I know you're somewhere on the East Coast now.
Yeah, I'm in Maine.
Woo! Oh boy, you wasn't playing when you said the total polar opposite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get much closer. You can't get much closer to Mexico or Canada than that.
Right. It's I say it's cold up here, but I often forget that we got a whole nother stretch of land up above us.
Where it gets colder.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Hey, we complain when it gets 60 degrees, so I'm not judging.
Man, I'm jealous, bro. I'm jealous. Like, man, if I could have 60-degree weather all year round, I would have monster crops. It would not stop growing, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we get some good stuff around here
Oh, the
from
seven
our
saved
outdoor
it.
stuff.
Seven
and
saved me.
time that we can do
Sorry,
that.
bro.
Yeah, no, there's some serious people up in Maine, bro. I spent a lot of years in that community, and matter of fact, just before I got into crypto, that's what I was doing. That's the community that I was involved with.
Yeah.
There's some serious people, some serious stuff coming out of Maine for sure.
So you know how crypto miners generate a lot of heat?
Yes, sir.
Why not use that heat inside a grow area to
There's
keep
people
your
who
plants
do.
warm year round?
There's people
Right?
who do.
I know. That's like
It doesn't
sustainable
take
farming.
much. I mean, if he's giving you a hint, Kano, I can show you how to do it.
No, I've dabbled before. My miners heat the room I'm in right now.
There you go.
But
Ain't that a blip?
but yeah,
That's
they get
third time I
get,
folded too early.
they get awfully hot.
All right, man. I gotta go in, man.
sometimes.
You gotta leave, Margo?
Yeah, time to go. Or time to
Alright.
double someone up.
You just going on. You could. He's like, no. He's like aces, yeah.
I had aces, so
Yeah.
it was too dangerous. I was like, last time I did that, someone had 2 pair on the flops. I was like, oh no.
I would have had 2 pair, but
You're heading out, Margo?
No, not yet.
Got you.
I was just trying to create some action.
Oh, okay. I just feel I kind of feel like tuned out right now, bro. I haven't really been able to be as active with the project as I wanted to be. You know what I mean? With work being as busy as it has been coming this last week or two, and then like I'm just thinking to myself, like, fuck, if I'm this busy right now, fuck, I don't even want to know what it's gonna be like once everything really hits. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, man, and it's crazy too because I had an idea that I wanted to run past you guys tonight that would provide more content for the community, but keep it centric to who we are and what our interests are already, and then give us another venue to like meet up with and chill out and this and that. But to be honest, I don't know if it. I mean, we'll mention it. We'll talk about it anyways. But I don't know if this will be the right time because I don't want to start something that I can't finish. You know what I mean? Knowing that I'm going into my busy season right now. You know what I mean? So it might be something that we could talk about now, and then revisit it in the next 6 to 8 weeks after things slow down. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll figure something out. I think it'll be beneficial though for all of us, especially for a lot of our holders. Yeah, I don't want to get too far deep into it right now, but we'll talk about it in a minute. we always, we always have our after sesh, and then I know Speechless and Sense, we talked about some other shit that I think they want to bring up too. So yeah, we'll chop it up. We'll chop it up in a minute.
You ain't go all in there, Kane? You go all in over here, man. You got yourself a nice chip stack. Got more than me now.
I
Ivan took all my
know.
money. Ivan's a shark tonight.
I just been getting lucky, bro. Like I get. Hey, you know what I've noticed is I'm in the game. I'll play for a while. I'll go down low. As soon as I start getting low, I get a boost up. Then I go down low and I get another boost here and there. I enjoy playing poker, bro. It's something I used to do with my grandpa growing up as a kid and shit. Poker and dominoes, you know what I mean, was what I used to play with my grandpa. Them old Tejanos don't play around. They like to gamble.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do here?
Okay. What you got going on this weekend, Moto? If you don't mind me asking.
I've got a quiet one actually, so yeah, not too much going on this weekend. So probably
Trying
just
to
catch up with
get you some rest and relaxation in, some R&R.
Yeah. I've had a bit going on with work lately, so just
Yeah,
doing
man.
a lot of quotes for clients.
Yeah, I know that was one thing that we were all kind of clued into this last week or two is work. You know what I mean? Remember you saying you're on the blower a lot, like as you like to call it. I'm on the blower. I started using that over here. People are picking it up.
People are looking at you going, "What are you going on about?"
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, bro," I'm like, "Hold on, I'm on the blower right now." They're like, "What?" Like, hold on. I said it about 3 or 4 times, and then like 2 people asked me, "What the fuck's the blower?" I'm like, "The phone," and they're like, "Oh, that's what's up, Cuddy. That's the new shit." Like, yeah, that's the new shit right there, Cuddy. We're on the blower now. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm imparting you on with some Aussie slang.
Yeah. Hey, bro, it's funny because like I'm right here in the valley. I'm like an hour east of the bay, out like 45 minutes south of Sacramento. Like right in the like up here in the middle of a lot. You know what I mean, of what's going on around here, and like slang is one thing no one wants to get left behind on. Like you have to be up on your shit because if you're not, someone's gonna call you on it. And it's almost as bad as getting clowned on for having cheap clothes and shoes and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's almost that bad, bro. Like if you're not up on your slang, you're like the old guy in his 40s at the club trying to pick up something. You know what I mean? People are just looking at you. Whose grandpa are you? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Are you my Uber driver?
Excuse me, who are you? What's your name?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Funny.
oh my God, you guys ain't playing tonight, huh? I was trying to be nice, bro. Trying to keep it friendly here. Dum, 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 dum. Okay. Interesting. And now the shark appears.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh yeah, he's back.
So does anyone else have miners here?
Miners? I use my computer sometimes.
Right.
Wait, I have 2 other computers that I use, but they're not very strong. I wouldn't call them miners. They're just computers that I turn on.
Right. Gotcha. I did it with my computer. for a little
So
bit. I've got other ones, but
I almost spent about $2,000 last year on a mining rig with a 3080 in it.
Damn.
I was looking at the ROI. It was going to be about 10 months before I got my initial back, and I bypassed it. I then started looking at some other rigs. We almost ordered a couple HNT rigs, Bobcats and whatnot.
the heliums.
Yeah. But no, I just ended up, to be honest with you, like I ended up going the backwards way, and just bought crypto. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, I knew about mining, and I had my choice to get. I had a chance to get in, and I knew about mining for a long time, because I used to be a computer gamer, and back in from like 04 to like 2010. So right when like all this shit was on its breaking point, and people were saying like invest into Nvidia, invest into this, invest into that, because you know what I mean, what was coming, I missed out on all that. But beyond all that, I knew about mining before I even got into crypto, but I wanted to actually learn about crypto. So I chose to, instead of going
Speechless.
I chose to actually go into crypto and just diversify my crypto portfolio so I can learn more about crypto.
Right. That's
But I did just recently pick up a gaming laptop that pretty soon, I'm not sure if I want to utilize it for mining or not, because I mean, you know, it's not really going to get me very much. I want to more utilize this for other stuff that I'm already doing, and then possibly invest into a desktop this year for a mining rig, just for something on the side, get a little something going in.
I've got ASIC miners. I'm
There,
Litecoin.
I forgot to
And,
mention that ASIC with the Litecoin and Doge, the Litecoin Doge
Yes.
split. I was gonna get into those too. I forgot, bro. As soon as you said that clicked on my head right now.
That's- Right. Yeah. They're probably halfway done with paying themselves off. You know what I mean? I got into it late. The price had inflated a little bit on the rigs themselves. But
Did you go secondary?
yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, used market.
Yeah.
And
I'm more over here with NFT terms and shit. Did you go secondary?
right.
bad.
I wanted to. I had to piece it out. You know what I mean? What they had for sale, pretty much, on the new market was. I don't think I'm going to mess with that.
Vosk, do you listen to Vosk? Sorry to cut you off, but do you watch Vosk on YouTube? I believe it's Vosk.
I have talked to him. I mean, not talked to him, but I have seen a couple of his videos. Yeah.
Okay, that's where I came up on those, the same ones we're talking about. I didn't come up on it, like I didn't actually use his advice like I should have, but yeah, I heard about it there, and I was like, yeah, woo, bypassed it. Had the actual link when they were available, bypassed it, and then they sold out, and I was like, motherfucker.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. Someone actually local to me had, 4 of them. Not the ones not his Voss gold shell or miners, but miners.
Some ASICs.
What he had, yeah. And I picked those up off of him, and bought a couple more offline, and it's worked out pretty well so far. You know what I mean? It's especially being here during the winter, the heat helps.
Yeah.
You know, it's that's a little bonus.
Is your
So
K
it's
is your KPW high over there or what?
No, it's lower than
Average? Or,
yeah. You know,
okay.
we're just under 10 cents.
Oh.
So I took some of the money that I had mined from the first couple months and some that I saved up, and I bought a bunch of solar panels not too long ago.
My man, if I can give you a fist bump right now, you know what I mean?
So my focus now is hooking those up now that all the summer,
Can I
it's
give
pretty
you
much
a
springtime.
suggestion? When you're ready to upgrade and go off grid with your solar,
Right.
talk to my boy Mago.
Yeah. Yeah. So I ordered I got 20 panels right now. I was supposed to, and I got 40 because I was supposed to order 20 more. I got 40 power optimizers over here, and I have a 10,000 kilowatt inverter.
Nice.
Oh, see,
So-
there he is. Out of man
Which
speaking.
optimizers? N-phase?
No, they're for the Solar Edge.
Oh, Solar Edge. Okay, oh, nice.
PW 300s or PM 300s.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
Which I
good
believe are
product.
the compatible ones for the inverter that I have.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, Solar Edge is a good product.
Yeah, I need a control panel for it with the little LCD screen with the buttons there.
Yeah.
Haven't been able to find one, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's a good product because you can basically, if something, if you've got shade or if one of the panels is soiled or if one of
We
the
got a
panels is
family
soiled,
pot.
basically isolates itself from one another. So it's a good solution.
Right.
Yeah, and you can monitor each individual panel.
Right. Yeah. It's said to have, it's supposed to give you 25% roughly more product efficiency
Production, yeah.
than if you were to have a suboptimal location without the optimizers and that whole system there. So
Mm.
I don't know about
Yeah, because the way traditional solar systems are connected is through string inverters. And the easiest way to explain it is a string inverter is like basically having each panel connected up like Christmas tree lights.
yeah.
So one light is connected to another and to another. So it's the same thing with, the panels. So if something happens to one panel, like if one panel is soiled, and let's say it's connected to another 9, then that whole row of 9 panels drops down to the same efficiency as that one that's been soiled or affected.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
That
why
makes right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I get it now.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that's why
It's pretty cool project, really.
yeah. Now, solar's
I-
awesome, man.
I'm getting ready to I gotta pick up aluminum to try and put together a little rack for it coming up. That's one task of mine.
Yeah, nice. Are you ground mounting the panels? Or are you
Well,
putting them up?
I was gonna put them on my roof, but I can't really do that. I mean, I could, but they'd have to be set in a weird way, I think.
Okay.
So I'm kind of not really sure yet.
Okay. Yeah, it depends on what type of roof
But-
you've got, but my understanding is in the US, apparently you guys use shingle roofs.
Yep.
Yeah, and apparently well, the reason why I know this is because obviously I've had a few people ask me here in Australia on how we can mount solar to their roof. And unfortunately, because it's not a standard here for us here in Australia, we actually have to order the racking system from the US to do it. So it makes it a bit challenging. But I know, yeah, the way it works is you've got to basically remove the shingle, and then you've got to fix an aluminium bracket to the housing, like obviously to the beams of the roof.
Right.
So yeah, there's quite a bit of work involved.
Yeah, ground mount would definitely be a little easier.
Yeah.
In most cases, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have roughly 3 acres here, so.
Oh, nice. So you got space is not an issue for you.
Kind of, yeah. Most of it's wooded, so it'll have to be. We'll see, but. Yeah, I've got enough area up front where I can put them. It's just haven't really measured how much sun is there in regards to the treetops and stuff like that, which are pretty slim anyway.
Well, what you can do is you can actually use a software package called Pylon
Right.
Observer, and basically what it does is it's like looking at your address through like Google Maps, but the mapping system is a little bit better than Google, so you can see exactly like where your house is sitting and the perimeter. And then what you could essentially do is, if you said, okay, I want to position a ground mount system in this location at this angle, and then what you can also do is you can basically do that, put the panels down, and then if you've got any surrounding trees around the property, you can actually add them into this software, and you can actually model the shade profile from the trees and see how the shade will impact the solar system. Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty cool, man. Yeah. I mean, I do this daily, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when like homeowners and business owners see this, they're like, shit, we can actually see the shade and how it affects our system and production and all of that. Yeah. It's awesome, man. It's really cool what you can do. So
I think I want to fly out to San Diego and install a solar panel system on my roof.
That's where you want to be too.
Done.
Electricity is expensive here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When you say expensive, like how much are you paying per kilowatt hour?
Oh, I don't know. Our usage is probably about we have two units on this property, and it's $400 a month, like for the two.
A month.
Yeah. Yeah. I looked into definitely already have been looking into solar because we could be offsetting. It's just that the tier 2 cost, because we're in a tier system. So once you go in, like we're 2 units, so we're gonna pass that tier 2 usage of electricity all the time. So they're upcharging us.
Wow.
Or we could be collecting it all from the sun and make plenty to cover the daily usage and pay them $0. But
yeah.
Right now,
I mean, that's brutal. $400 a month. I mean, that's just crazy, man. That's almost $5,000 a year just in power. It's just nuts.
yeah, I mean, you could pay for a system in a few years.
Yeah, just to put it in perspective, like the average bill here in Victoria, and this is just an average that I've seen over the years, usually an average family of 4, so 2 adults, 2 kids, they're usually using about 18 to 22 kilowatt hours a day. And so it works out to be about $500 to $600 a quarter. So just to put it in perspective. So, I mean, yeah, you've got 2 units there. So if you split the cost, I mean, $200, a month for each unit sort of sounds, reasonable. But it depends on what your usage is like. But just from you telling me that without giving me the specifics, yeah, it sounds like you're going to need at least two 5 kilowatt systems, one on each roof.
Oh yeah, I was already eyeing what they wanted to. They priced it out like a third-party company doing it. It was like $50,000 to install the thing, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna look at how much it costs for materials, and I quoted out just the cost of materials separately, and it was like 16,000 for all the panels and everything uninstalled, but they pay for the permitting, and you just have to have an installer. And I'm like, so this company is literally trying to make 20 something G's profit margin.
Mm,
I'm like, that's a little too much.
that's too much, yeah.
But all the companies down here are like that. They're all trying to make huge ass profit margins on installs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, take a 30% profit margin. I get that, but no,
Yeah,
they
which
want
is
like,
reasonable for most businesses. Yeah.
yeah, no, they want like 200% profit margin
Wow.
because they don't install systems that often, so they're trying to make up for when they don't. But I'm like, that's not my fault.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, if you make it, the price lower and more reasonable, you're going to have more sales. So yeah, and you
Yeah,
have
so
more clients. So
hopefully this year I'll be having all the stuff sitting here. I gotta get an electrician out to do a little bit electrical upgrades before I can do it because these are old properties. But once they do that, I can probably hopefully do it myself or find someone that's willing to just contract on the work.
yeah, nice. What when you were specking up the equipment, like what type of panels and what type of equipment were you specking up?
So I was looking at I don't know the exact brand or what it was, but they're in every panel has its own controller. So efficiency wise, when one goes out or one gets dirty, it doesn't affect the chain of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was a little
Sounds
bit
like
more.
it's end phase to me.
Yeah, it was a little bit more expensive, but I figured it made more sense from keeping them clean and keeping them efficient standpoint. And there was some software that actually showed you the efficiency of all of them when they're running. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's an awesome. From what you're telling me, it sounds like it's an end phase. So basically, it's a micro inverter, and essentially what it does is, well, it
I was worried.
it basically does the conversion at the panel level. So the panel produces DC power, and then the inverter basically changes it from DC to AC. So basically what happens is instead of having an inverter on like the side of your house, the inverter is literally underneath each individual panel. So it converts the DC to AC power at the panel, which it's really efficient. Yeah. Enphase is a good product. Yeah.
And just the bracketing system with that was a lot better too, because it was like a clip-on. You just clip it onto the bracket, and then the bracket was just pretty much just a through bolt to your wooden roof.
Yeah,
we have attic access, so I was like, doesn't seem that hard to stick that bracket across and then snap these in and connect them.
Yeah,
I don't get how they're charging so much.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, if you're open to consideration, I would look into a product called SunPower. So SunPower, it's actually an American company. They've actually got a panel that's got that Enphase microinverter built into the panel, and they've got a really good product. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Because the last time I was looking was like before COVID happened. I was shopping around to get the system, and then COVID happened, and that delayed it simply because of no one wanting or really working during that time. And now I'm back looking again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get a charging system, but those are expensive.
Yeah, the Tesla Powerwall.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty cool too. The Powerwall 2 is quite a nice product. So basically what happens is, let's say you have a blackout and the power switches off. The Tesla Powerwall 2 has this thing which is called a gateway. And essentially what happens is, in a blackout situation, the power from the street cuts out. And generally in most circumstances, what happens is your whole solar and battery system has to switch off in that particular situation. But with the Tesla Powerwall 2, what it does is the gateway isolates your house away from the grid, so away from the
Yeah.
street. So what ends up happening is you continue, well, the Powerwall 2 will continue to supply power to your home in a blackout situation. So it's really, it's a cool product, yeah. But it's very costly, yeah.
Yeah, it's
mean,
expensive.
Yeah, I mean, here in Australia for a Powerwall 2, it's about 15 grand
Yeah, sounds about
Australian,
right.
which is probably about what, USD? I mean, that's 15 grand to install it. That's probably about conversion.
'Em moon's all in our
11 Gs. Three.
3
30
for
Byaku.
win.
30. Byaku.
Are you muted? You can click the mic and you can unmute yourself, I guess.
He says it has. He's can't unlock it.
Alright, let's see. If I ask to unmute him, can Byaku accept this unmute?
He's playing on his laptop though.
He should have his own. Oh, there we go.
I think there you are. Hopefully, maybe can you...
Is it working now?
Oh, we can hear you, Byaku, but we can't hear Ivan
Ivan.
muted.
I don't know.
Can you-
I think it's your own button, Ivan. You have a button at the bottom there, on the right side.
Bottom right, yeah, bottom left, isn't it?
No.
He said it's not working.
Try maybe I don't know. I was gonna
You
say
can
leave
right-
the lobby, but no, that's not a good idea.
You can right click on him on those 3 dots, Byaku, and you can I think unmute him. Or regular click, I guess. Not regular.
Yeah, I'm trying. See if it works. Ivan, is something popping up for you there? Yeah, okay, there. Should be working now. Oh, no. No, wow, it's still not working.
Yeah, I had to do that earlier. I had to leave and then come back when my headset died. It connected to my monitor speaker and it wouldn't switch back to my headset until I
Oh.
disconnected and came
Yeah,
back.
have you tried going to your settings, Ivan? 3 times? Oh. Think it should be able to. You should be able to choose your microphone if it's on the settings on that real cogwheel.
It's not a cog. It's got like a little microphone on it. Maybe I'll take
No,
a photo
there's
of it.
another cogwheel where you can choose the microphone if it like got disconnected or something.
Oh, okay. Where's that actually?
It's on the right side.
Oh,
Alright, there's
Maybe-
a mic and then it
Hey,
has an up
Ivan.
arrow.
maybe you press the mute button on your actual on your computer, on the keyboard.
Possible.
Maybe I click that. I think it's usually F5, isn't it?
What?
Maybe
Leave
try
his
that.
hand.
Tell me Mike isn't available. What if he shuts down the
He could
Poker
try.
bot.
Yeah, he could close his
The
thing,
browser and come back
browser
in.
and
Yeah.
try to come back in and see if he joins back.
Disgusting, Byaku. You are, man. Disgusting.
Yeah, I'd just leave the web browser and come back.
You're disgusting.
Just fold, dude.
You know what? I'm gonna fold. You're...
Look.
Oh, full
Byaku.
house.
Yeah, that was.
Full house.
I
I
knew
don't
there was
even know.
something going on, man. See, the card shark returns, huh?
I'll have to go my
Unbelievable.
full time to give Ivan as much time to come back as possible. I think his hand gets.
Mate, you
folded
know, if I
anyway.
hit a 9, you knew I was going all in.
I mean, it wouldn't have gone well though.
Nah, 9's over 3. Oh, actually, what would have happened there?
Oh, did you have 2 9s? I didn't
I
see.
had pocket 9s, yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, you would have won.
Card shark lives. Unbelievable.
Committed now, right? I got like 20 grand in there. I can't just stop. It's just crazy.
Five,
Oh,
7, 10.
You
You
got
won it
lucky.
anyways. What do you mean?
I know, but it wasn't until that 10 showed up that I
Yeah.
felt a
enough.
little better about it.
Why did Byaku come? You came back from cooking, and all of a sudden you're the chip leader.
Yeah.
He's just like, time to work.
Didn't do it on purpose.
Sweeping. You like sweep that floor.
Oh. I have to put Ivan on away maybe. So it comes back. I'll just leave it, it's fine.
You don't have like an admin option to unmute him.
No, like it's on his side, it's not my side.
I want to see what Byaku has over here. The chip leader.
Yeah, what's Byaku got? Card shark.
Yeah, same logo. Are you buying this one?
Huh?
I think you're buying this one. I don't know. There's more
I'm
chips
not.
out there than I have.
Yeah, I'm not buying. I'll show you. I got 2 pair.
Oh, okay. I had a pair, but that 10 came out and I got scared. I was like, someone has a straight.
I thought the straight. I thought maybe
Uh,
Byaku might hit the straight, but yeah, no in
I
the
was
end.
going for a flush, I think.
I didn't think my pair would last, but you guys were checking, so I stood.
Oh, the hand's over already, huh?
You
Oh,
there?
Ivan's back. Yeah, we can hear you.
Man, finally.
What happened?
I guess I had an update. I looked down and I had a little thing that said I needed an update. Yeah, I got to do a couple other things too, but yeah. Anyhow, sorry about that. Technical difficulties, and I got too many gray hairs to maintain for myself. Where we at? Who's winning?
Yeah, who came up in here and swept this?
We expected that, right?
Yeah.
Not my fault.
I mean, Mogo's kind of up there. He's like, if one hand can make him the chip stack easy. Last pot had 72k in it. This one has 52 already.
So did you guys get the electrical buttoned up or what?
Oh, the hell! I was gonna say cents of dollars is about to get knocked out.
I mean, yeah, that's what we were doing there. See if he was staying in or not.
Shit, my bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna get blinded out. Like flops are just not coming in my favor. That is scary out there. That's all I gotta say.
Boom.
Jeez. 2 pair.
How do you feel about the Polygon NFT scene?
It's harder just because there's so much more stuff, because the market already is more saturated than the ETH market, just because it is easy
So
for
cheaper.
anyone to upload anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
are there real blue chip projects in there?
there's potential. Like there's definitely potential, and you got to look for the same thing, utility, and it's a little harder, and there's not as many of them. But I think once you sift through some of it, like Sunflower Land, I've been playing that one, and they were developing it, but they got exploited by bots because bots started playing the game like they trade the markets, anti-botting for trading crypto. Well, they just adapted it for their game, and some bad players ruined it for the rest of us. So the devs put it on pause and they've been redeveloping it just to fix all the problems. And it's been already 2 months. They're entering their third month, and next month they're gonna go release. But they broke the network when it came out. Literally broke it.
Yeah,
Way too
because
many
like
users, too many transactions, and
when I was looking for, so one of the things that I decided to do with my crypto is take 50% of my whatever assets that I have as far as the crypto holdings that I got, and half of that was in a stayed long-term holding. And these are talking about like the stuff that I really believe in, not like some long-term shots and shit like that. You know what I mean? But like Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, um, pretty much the markets where there are, um, you know, NFT based markets, I guess as you could say. And I was going to take 50% of my current holdings, put half of that into NFTs in those markets, and then take the other half and leave it, you know, like I said, for long term, you know, whatever. So that theory overrode a little bit on Ethereum. So because now, to be honest with you, I have more Ethereum in NFTs than I do in my actual, you know, long-term wallet. You know what I mean?
yes,
Solana is different though, and Polygon is different. And if I'm forgetting any other blockchains or whatever, you know, forgive me right now. But when I looked into Soul projects, fuck, bro, it was like rug after rug. You know what I mean? And then when I looked into Polygon projects, it was like you said, oversaturation. I really couldn't see anything that I really wanted to get into. So that's what brought me to that question, because there's starting to be some soul projects out there that I'm actually looking into, a couple different ones besides the meta islands. I think that's just a different to me, that's a metaverse play. Doesn't necessarily mean it will or won't work out, but it's just a metaverse play. I don't even look at that as an NFT. I look at that as a metaverse play. But yeah. So, anyways, just going back to those different blockchains and those different markets, specifically Sol and Polygon, because they're so easy to mint on. I found them difficult to navigate as far as finding good projects. The one project on Sol that I really wanted to get, and then I ended up lagging on, ended up doing fucking fantastic, and I like kicked myself in the ass for missing it, because it was the same. Oh, Crow's another one. I missed the Loaded Lions, I could have got on it. I missed the Psycho Kitties, I could have got on it. And then when I started looking at all these other ones through Crow, none of them really caught on. The two that really caught on were the first two that launched. You know what I mean? And I kicked myself in the ass for being scared money at that time.
that's what happens with all the markets, though. You know, your original few
Just the
collections
Yaku.
come out,
But
and
there
then
you go, all in.
after that, it requires more. It's kind of like the same with crypto, you know. People like the meme tokens, and then the
Oh,
meme
that's fucking
tokens
hilarious.
became saturated, and then they're like, "You guys need to provide us more."
Yeah. And you know what got me with the to be honest with you, bro, what got me with the Crow shit, I got pump faked. Or I could say I pump faked myself. And what I mean by that is I was buying NFTs on crypto.com, their NFT site, from independent artists before they started releasing their curated or major projects. You get what I'm saying? So when they did drop Loaded Lions, I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, I was already kind of burnt off crypto.com NFT. I was like, man, whatever, dude, Loaded Lions. That shit sounds like a generic, you know, stoned apes or a generic bored apes or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
the next thing you know, bro, them motherfuckers sold like wild cakes. And then I looked at the Psycho Kitties, and I was gonna get into Psycho Kitties, and then I thought to myself, like, nah, that's just a fucking side-ass version of the what's the kitty project from the hot one. I can't remember. There's some kind of cat. There's some kind of cat project, but it was on ETH. It was really hot, and I was like,
Kitties?
oh, huh?
Crypto Kitties?
Crypto Kitties. And I'm like, oh, this is just a fucking spin-off of that shit. Like, that's all crypto.com's trying to do is just bite other projects and make their own spin-off. So I didn't mint neither one of those, and they both fucking hit. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Bro, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So I started looking into like the gnomes, the crypto gnomes, and the crow ants, and the Kronos monkey mafia, and like all these other crow projects, bro. None of them hit like those two. None of them. But yeah, that's that. I'm basically sorry for going on a tangent, but that's why I was asking because, you know, crow looked like it was a mocking market. You know what I mean? Soul looked like it was a rugging market, and then Polygon, fuck, bro, it looked like a flea market.
It does at times. It does.
I was just asking, like, you know, I don't navigate those blockchains as far as when it comes to NFTs and markets that much, so. That's what
so
that
I
was
mean, so that's when I took the opportunity and started looking at utility with, you know, and it linked to NFTs in the Polygon network. That's kind of what led me over to Polygon was, you know, how do you find a liquidity pool, but then still associated with some other utility, and gaming is a pretty good option. So, you know, like Sunflower Land and these other ones that I play on here, and, you know, they're just taking advantage of the layer 2 of. So the whole Minecraft nation and the whole Minecraft worlds that they're building, all the in-game transactions are done on the Polygon network, even though the community is building their NFTs on the ETH network. So if you get in-game items, they're sitting on the layer 2 Polygon. So you're going to start to see some airdrops happen for their in-game items on Polygon while they hold their main collection on ETH.
ETH, yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes their value and their assets their assets.
Yeah, because the gas fees. They're like, it's an in-game item. You guys want low gas fees, or you guys want, you know, the community said, give us the items. We want cool items.
Probably, to be honest with you, for like almost the last probably 10 years now, that's what a lot of the gaming market has been, pay to play. You know what I mean? The skins, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that you want is what you're gonna pay for. You know what I mean? And not even that, just maps. Think about it, maps. Like before, you used to be able to buy a game, and when you bought the game, it was the complete game. And then they came out with Modern Warfare 4, the first Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and then it wasn't very long that they came out with other versions and Black Ops and this and that. But what did you have to do? You had to buy, there was a new map season every 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Every 2 or 3 months, there was a new map season. Then you had to buy these maps and buy these maps. And then they came out with the premium to where you bought the exclusive edition, but you got all your maps free all year long. And then yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? So it's only gravitation to what we're talking about now, like what you're saying. It's just a reiteration of the same thing.
Yeah, and the money goes back to the players, not some
that's the important part.
The players are getting the NFT holders are getting the money back, and the community's getting the money back.
Yeah, definitely.
So if those corporations make a lot of money, why can't as a community we come together, still play games, and then get in-game items that we can actually hold as value?
Yeah. That's what makes this all so beautiful, bro. Is like that's what makes this being this early so beautiful. Is the fact that we're actually gonna see some type of benefit from it. You know what I mean? I've had so many different opportunities in life, but never knew how to capitalize. You know what I mean? Like I turned 18 in 1996, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, Yahoo was probably like
.com could have.
You know what I'm saying? I missed that boom. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to invest. I missed the housing boom, the housing market. You know what I mean? I missed Bitcoin when it ran up. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different booms that I missed when this shit came, when I seen all this other stuff going on, and especially the adaptation of NFTs, I was like, nah, I'm not missing the train this time. There's no way. You know what I mean? Especially with the fact that, you know, I have kids, I have a family, you know what I mean? Like I want to be able to leave something. You know what I'm saying? And then like this is their like all of my kids. My oldest one's barely gonna be 18, almost a month from now. You know what I mean? So this is gonna be their future. They're gonna grow up in this community. They're gonna grow up in these environments. These are gonna be the technology that they, you know what I'm saying, grow up with. Like the way that we had console video games, they're gonna be having like the first NFTs and shit. Like my Atari 2600 is gonna be their shibby. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
shit like that, bro. Like that's where we're at right now.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Not only that, like think about this, bro. Like who the fuck was Nintendo in 1986?
When they launched the first NES, yeah, it was crazy.
And here we are in 2022 and they still have a name in the game.
It's still a classic too, isn't it?
Just goes to show, bro. The right minds, the right communities, the right fan base. You know what I mean? Doing things for the right way, doing the right things for the right reason goes a long way. There's some points. I mean, like, bro, think about this. PlayStation's graphics, Xbox graphics, they blow fucking Nintendo out the water, bro. But Nintendo got the nostalgia. Nintendo has all the parents that grew up on Nintendo who are gonna be like, we're gonna buy you kids the Nintendo. And then they have a little wholesome. They got a little wholesome thing going on for them too.
Way he got the two fair.
He got two straights in a row.
Cents into tokens, mate. Look at him. When you're running hot, you're running hot.
Yeah, man.
And this is why we do that.
The San Diego boys came to play. You guys going on the? What are you guys going on a border run?
I got Sent 3. I go across all the time. We got a family lives down there.
Do you?
In Mexicali.
Oh, fuck.
It's hot out there all the time, man. No.
I almost bought property out there. Now I know why it was so cheap.
Because it's hot. Yeah,
Man,
it's cheap.
I couldn't deal with the heat.
Brother.
They got that nice solar farm right there on the U.S. side, though.
Nice.
It's collecting plenty of electricity.
It's only a nice 114 degrees every day.
They got all those windmills out there, all those turbines out there.
There's a big ass stretch in Vegas too.
Yeah, on the way to Vegas, crossing that border. So you would think California would just build those bigger and reduce subsidized electricity, right, as a state, but
PG&E doesn't think about this, bro.
Nah.
I mean, you're in California. I don't have to tell you, PG&E, one of the biggest gangs here. Right, all those fires, bro, like they happened a couple years ago. They come to find out, PG&E was the source. PG&E was not only all the cabling, they were the source. One of their transformers blew and caught fire of the brush that they were supposed to trim from their lines, which led to the forest fires. And what happened? Did they get? They basically, there was a law that Newsom's people put. I can't remember the exact politician, but it was someone under Newsom who basically wrote up a law that made them exempt before the findings came out.
Well,
So-
it's because they passed another bill that passed all those fees to the tax holders, and we got
Yeah.
a rate hike, and
So
why
we had to pay for their fault
Yeah,
before
yeah.
the judgment came out saying that they were at fault, so they had to pay for it.
Wow.
You're right,
we get a
bro.
lot of San Diego fires all the time, and every time it happens and stuff like that, they as a city they charge us more too.
You straight up, yeah, you 100%, brother. You're right. That was the you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Bullshit, bro. That's why I'm moving.
I get bills, you know.
As soon as Sheba hits, I'm moving back to Texas where my grandpa came from. And I'm gonna buy me a big backyard and a baby kangaroo.
Ooh, yeah,
Man.
all in here. You guys
Yaku.
playing. Good thing I folded before you got it.
Before that 16,000 blind.
Fuck it. Let's do it. You only live once. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Mhm.
Wow, there's a straight.
Oh, he got it straight. Oh my god.
Yeah, the heart would have saved it from Mogo, but
Damn. I'm still in the game somehow.
yeah,
I guess
worse
I
than
got
everyone.
Mogo's part.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had two matching cards, so I thought, why not?
Yeah. I was going for a straight, like a royal straight.
I'd pocket threes.
So we're about 3 hours in right now, bro. Like 2:49.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about what we were going to talk about earlier? Speechless, Sense, Kano, with the
Yeah,
the
we're
one
just trying to figure
one.
out
Yeah. Go ahead. I'll let you speak on it.
kind of what's the next step. What's the next step and what are the costs associated to taking that step? I mean, the outcome is, I told you guys we get the NFT and the Muse Aurea NFT Institute, which is just a building inside their Minecraft world, and in return, we get a curator token and if that sits in the community wallet, it's a community curator token. And if anything happens as far as this community wanting to sell or trade any of the NFTs in there, it has to take a vote to the curator token holders, which essentially would require our community as a holder to vote on anything that happens with the one-of-one Shibi in that museum.
So let's just say this: we got a virtual museum within that world. Not we, but just
They
overall.
have a virtual museum.
Yeah, they have it. And then there's 25 slots there.
Yeah.
We can submit our slot, and by us submitting our slot, it gives us recognition to the project, but it also gives us voting power on which NFTs can or cannot be sold within that project.
Correct.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure I understood that so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
So the floor on that curator token right now is 0.2 ETH.
And they're giving those away if you get a slot.
Yeah, 25.
What does it cost to enter? Is there like an entry fee or?
Right now, no. It's just you go onto their Discord and
Submit it.
these are donations. Yeah, you put in there and you have to get the 3 reactions by the community to get entered into there. So
And you said you already have the 3 reactions that we could require.
yeah, we submitted the Dewdrake Sword founder token into there and already got it approved. And Kano's holding the founder's token,
Okay.
the curated token.
So far, I'm just trying to navigate this, bro. Like, cause like I said, like reading, and in as much time as like I'm constricted right now, I'm just trying to navigate this as best as I can. So, from what you're saying, so basically, they have the site, you have the one-of-one. We could submit that. You guys already have the votes. It's not going to cost us nothing as a community, but yet we still get benefit in return, as in being able to vote on what cannot be sold to enter that museum.
I knew that was
Yeah.
a dangerous play with those 3 clubs out there.
Okay. Is that
And on top
correct so far?
And on top of that, it's you get the exposure, being
From
in
everyone
there.
that goes in there to see that.
Yeah, and I mean that's how I kind of found out about it. I was in there and I was like, oh, what are these NFTs in here? I checked out some of them and checked out the floor on some of them, and they all vary at different prices.
So at this point, we don't really have to come out of pocket for anything, and if anything, we're just going to receive benefit.
Well, that's the thing. So if the Shiba, if Shiba Societies already has an account that they're minting one of ones, you know, I can always mint it obviously myself off the Polygon network and create a 101 on a, but do we want to hold that 101 collection on a community mint page? And then to do that, how much is that going to cost to mint? You know, we can mint it on the Polygon network and send it to them. That would cost us like under $1.
Mm.
You can still mint in a collection, I think, on a different network. So you can mint in the same collection off ETH and off Polygon.
So it would have to be attached to the original collection, or
Not the original Shibi collection. No, it wouldn't,
the LC.
because they're gonna
yeah.
give the token to whoever's wallet submits it.
Okay. How do you feel so far, Margo? Or and Biaku?
Yeah, I mean, it all sounds good to me. I mean, like,
Risk versus reward.
yeah, like the
Yeah,
reward is bigger than the risk. So
Yeah.
God damn it. Ugh.
That's why I was like, the other option is just, you know, donate the one I won to there, and you know, either way, it's just trying to do something for the community.
No, I me personally, like I said, I haven't had the time to like keep up with everything. I know you made a suggestion. I seen your guys' push behind it. Be honest with you, bro, like as much as we've talked and since you came into the project, like I trust your judgment. You know what I mean? That's just me personally. But like, you know, we operate as a team around here, so like and with time being constricted and shit, I felt like this was probably one of the best times to where we could get everything out as far as info in a fast manner to where we could all kind of understand and then be gathered together. The one thing that I would say right now that might be our shortcoming that I could see so far is Moon's not here, and Moon is like pretty much the manager of the LC collection as far as what he's contributing and what he does with that. So whatever it comes to any decisions with that, I mean, like we all have to come to a consensus when it comes to that. So without him being here, I mean, I can't say whether it's going to be a yes or a no, and we'd still have to update him on the info that we gathered here tonight. But with that being said, as far as what I understand so far, it's kind of, I guess, I kind of agree with Mago that the risk versus reward is there's a lot more reward versus risk at this point in the conversation. So
Yeah, and since it is a 101, you know, collection that Moon is managing, you know, that's the thing, that there is a cost to mint even in your own collection. You know, you're gonna pay the gas. I mean, I just got an ENS name for my wallet, and the mint fee was more than the yearly cost. You know, so
the gas fees on Ether.
We got
So to consider for this, if we were to mint it,
we got a term, but I know there's a community wallet with just a little bit of ETH sitting in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if that that came roundabout, you know what I mean, that whatever's there, as far as I'm concerned, and as long as everyone agrees, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's, you know, I can't imagine it's that much ETH to 101 limiteds, but it's still enough to bring it up as a question versus Polygon, which is like under $1, and all day you'd be like, yeah, just push it off, you know. But on that note, you know, always down to chip in on a gas transaction for something like this.
Yeah.
But I mean, getting the NFT from the donation and stuff, I mean, it is going to require a little, you know, they want the holders of these to be involved in their community as well and integrate theirs into their own, into each one's own community. So as a way to incorporating a way to bring your followers to their channel through your Discord, recognizing the fact that there's a link between the two. So there is a little bit of, and participating in voting, there is a little bit of I guess responsibility that comes with undergoing the task of
Being a
we're talking
curator.
about. Right, yeah, exactly. The curator.
Being a
token.
curator.
I couldn't
Yeah.
remember the name of it, so I just called it NFT, but
And that's a cool thing.
So
Already
if we,
got
let's say if we had someone within the project, they can keep an eye on that and be like, woo wop wham.
yeah, that's why I bring it up because
I'll tell
me
you
and
the
Kane
truth,
are already
bro.
in there, man. Me
I'll
and
tell
Kane
you-
are already in there.
I'll tell you the truth. I don't know shit about Minecraft, but I got a couple nephews and a son that will fuck you up. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, send them into that world and be like, hey, look, we got a Chevy 101 limited in there.
I've been trying to, I mentioned this to Mago earlier. One thing that I kind of want to do this year is I want to start navigating, and that's why I asked you about the Polygon network specifically, and because I'm already looking into Soul, but I don't know much about the Polygon network. Crow I like as well, personally, for myself as far as investment goes. Maybe isn't as what I'm going to say now, but one thing I wanted to look forward to this year is I wanted to start giving out NFTs as gifts to people. You know what I mean? Like, I'll purchase it, I'll put it in my wallet. I'm gonna tell you, I bought you this gift, but you're gonna fucking do your seed phrase, your create your own wallet, blah 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 blah. And as soon as you let me know what it is, I'll even pay the fee to transfer it to you. But that's my gift to you. You know what I mean? And kind of on the same line
yeah,
as what Speechless was saying earlier is I want it to be not just a gift, but a timepiece.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to look back at this time and be like, fuck.
I did that with my soccer buddies. I was like, hey, if any of you guys just here's the Coinbase link. If any of you guys sign up for Coinbase, I'll send you over some Shiba token. I was like, they're like, oh, how much? So Shiba token. I was like, I'll send you like 1 million Shiba token, and I only got one out of a team of 11 that sent me back, and I was like, it's on you guys. It's your choice to take this or not. I'm just giving you opportunity and the steps, and if you need help, I'm here. I've been playing with these guys for over 10 years, but it's to each his own. And give it one of the or two of the other guys on the team were already had their own little feet in the crypto world and drew different manners. Yeah, and so I mean, I get where people come from when they're on that end of it, and I also feel for it because I've been on the other end of that. I had an opportunity with Bitcoin back in 2012, 2013, but I wasn't in the financial state to be making any investments at that point in my life. I was trying to figure out how to feed myself through college and pay rent, and it paid off in the long run where I am today. But now I have opportunities I can take, and I'm not gonna miss these opportunities like I had those in 2012.
Silk Road.
I got a crypto.com account too, Ivan. I have so many wallets. It's
Bro.
crazy. Before I give people information, I have to try it all. I have to, like the test, the guinea pig, the beta tester. I always wanted to be a beta tester growing up.
Oh fuck! I should have just went all in. I didn't even pay attention to how much I had right there. Fuck. Yeah, no, bro. Fucking. Let me just. I mean, we're still being filmed. 3 hours now. I doubt anyone's listening, but let me just say this. I had Bitcoin, bro, a long time ago through Silk Road.
Wow.
That was even before it went fucking.
That was 2011, wasn't it?
It was before it went live, bro.
2011.
One of the things that Bitcoin had to change functionality before they were able to go live to the stock market was the fact that they couldn't be traced. Before that, Bitcoin was like Monero. It was a privacy coin. It could not be traced. That's something that they changed privately before they went public.
Yeah, you needed the physical
Mm-hmm.
text data on a USB drive transferred through computer.
You heard me, brother?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
wasn't a transaction verified on a network.
Now let me just yeah. Now let me just say, bro, if I could find that fucking
USB drive somewhere that has
It's
it.
gone.
There are
It's
some
gone.
out there that have it,
it's gone, bro.
Happened
It's
to a
gone.
lot of people.
I'll never find
What
it.
that guy was it? The guy in England that lost a hard drive, and he ended up scouting some rubbish removal or some sort of company. to
You
come
know,
and help
the
him
only
find it.
the only comfort I got from that, bro. I mean, I'm sorry to cut you off, Margo. The only
Sorry.
comfort I get from that is the fact that there are people that I know that are still alive to this day that can verify that story. That's the only comfort I get from that, bro. Like, seriously. Even the hard drive that I had on that computer at the time that I was using that shit, the guy that I gave that, I gave it to a guy who was good with IT and all that shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And I told him, wipe this shit. Even that guy's dead now.
Wow.
So if I was to ever be like, hey, to try to track it down, yeah, it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Fucking crazy. That goes back to me saying earlier, like the amount of opportunities that I've missed. You know what I mean? And when my heart and my gut was telling me just do this shit, that's why I went this way. And that's like, to be honest with you, bro, like that's why we're here today. Because for the first time in a long time, I went with my gut.
Yeah, I read a nice stat this last week in an article that there's only 350,000 people that own NFTs.
Wow, is that globally?
Yeah, which is actually
Wow.
up from last year, because last year there was
Wow.
actually only around 100,000 people that. So it's
Are you
it's
serious?
tripled. It's tripled in a year, and it'll probably triple again
Wow.
this year to next year. But
Fucking
yeah,
man, bro, that's ridiculous. Because remember I quoted some stats earlier when we were talking about NFTs and the market and whoop, this and
yeah.
that.
Makes
That
more
guy-
sense now, right?
That guy, no, hold on, let me tell you this. That guy that I fucking was quoting, remember when I said, and take it for what you granted, because this person's an expert, that person's an expert, and nobody knows where it's gonna blow, right?
Mm.
It was the same article, bro. That guy said in his own words when he mentioned the shit that he was mentioning. Remember I said 50,000, 1 to 5, 5 to 1 ratio. Remember that?
Mm.
We were talking about it
50,000,
earlier? The 5 to 1 ratio bullshit. In his own stats, he said only 1 million people right now own NFTs. And within the next 5 years, he suspects that's going to go to 30 million. So even his numbers are inflated.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's because you have all these off networks that have multiple wallets, and all those multiple wallets are the same wallet person.
And I believe that too. And I believe that too.
Like, I know I
because
have
you get
multiple
you
wallets
get
with
multiple
different
benefits from multiple wallets and multiple blockchains and multiple projects. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that,
Yeah, the 350 stat was based on trackable users.
think about this. When there's I mean, we're Shiba Army. I'm Shiba Army, bro. I'm Shiba Army like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna speak from that. Just take it with a grain of salt, nigga. That anytime, well, sorry, I said the N word too. I'm from Northern California. My bad. But just take it with a grain of salt. Anytime that I'm talking from a crypto standpoint, I'm more than likely talking from a SHIB Army standpoint. And when I
to
say
go home.
You guys have king, diamond potential.
when I say that though, I mean it from the point of they ask how many SHIB holders there are all the time, but no one really knows because of the centralized exchanges. You know what I mean? People.
But I mean, a year ago there was under 1 million. You know, a year ago it's like we just hit 1 million not too long ago, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But what I mean is, like, a lot of people don't know how many are really out. That's all good. How many are really out there because of a lot of people still hold their keys on centralized exchanges. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, they can count how many are staked on Shiba Swap, and they can probably count how many are on this individual wallet or that individual wallet. But when it comes to how many people are holding on centralized exchanges, they can't tell because that's one wallet.
Yeah, but then as a stat, you can always just pull the amount of money being held at that centralized exchange. So we know that centralized exchanges are actually buying more Shiba up. So because of that, we know that there's more users coming in because they're buying it. So they have to buy more to keep up with the buyers.
With the amount that they need to provide.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you still don't get an individual account.
No, it's not. It's all tracked by their server.
Yeah. Oh man, I just love being in this early on something, bro. Finally. So
It's time to go home.
Sorry, we got tracked off. So where are we at with this? Did we make any progress with this, or should we?
I'm going all in.
He's got the all in. There, full house.
Sorry, bro.
Don't be sorry, man. Do your thing.
Straight. Yeah, that's 2 in a row. How many is that in a row?
Is this the first time we're gonna have a winner with less hands won? How's Dave been, Margo? You talked to him?
I chatted to him in Twitter. Yeah. So just sort of brief, but yeah, he seems like he's all good. He's just busy with work and family and whatnot. So
yeah, he's got a couple different venues he's pushing out there. I need to really get out there and give him a little push, help support him.
Yeah.
Henry, how's Henry?
Yeah, he's doing good too. Yeah, he's pretty flat out as well with work. So he works in the financial services sector.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so he's under the pump, big time.
Yeah, I'd imagine the squeeze is on, huh?
Like, there's a lot of cards out there.
Yeah, too
pretty.
You guys know how to play dominoes?
Yeah.
Dominoes, yeah.
I've just been thinking.
I think you can do dominoes inside Discord now. Discord came up with their own in-game stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. A little variation.
I don't know what all they came up with. But...
Also,
there was a game bot that was in beta. I'm not too sure where they're at with it, but me and Bianca were looking at that, and that had like a whole variation of games.
Yeah, Discord's coming up with their own bot for the games. I think that's what it was that they're about to release here. Because Discord's Microsoft now. They bought them.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
a few months
Microsoft bought
back.
Discord.
Yeah, Microsoft bought Discord.
Is that where the new rules came from?
Yeah,
I was wondering where that came from.
that's when they started with the Danny DeVito commercials.
I didn't see that part. I just saw the update on the new rules and restrictions and regulations, and then them saying they were going to make a wave of bans. Like they were basically going to cleanse some discords if you didn't.
I mean,
No.
Discord is still Discord, but you know their parent company is.
No, it was more
Microsoft.
along the way that like basically it was kind of like they were taking a Facebook stance. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you posted certain stuff that was against the narrative, quote unquote, you would be banned or your Discord would get wiped. I was part of one of the communities that got wiped.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they wiped a whole bunch of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, we got wiped, bro. If Moon was here, he'd tell you. It still doesn't sit very well with him. Yeah, no, just for having an alternative view. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when I say alternative, I don't mean alternative as in just alternative to the narrative. I mean alternative in different types of aspects, like
Alright, correction. They were bidding for Discord. I guess the deal fell through.
oh
It
shit.
was $12 billion.
Whoa.
Well,
And they-
Discord thinks they're built big shit then,
I guess they want to go public, is why. Which might have been why they're cleaning up that stuff so that they can go public.
Got you.
Yeah, it might make some sense.
One way or another, like we just said earlier, big money comes in and they make everyone conform.
Mm.
Yeah, they want to enter those markets. They got to play by their rules. So
Yeah.
they're conforming to their rules so that they can go play in the big boy market.
So now that we're on that topic, decentralized media platforms, who are they? Where are they? What coins are they?
There's no big sweep
Are-
taker yet that's exposed, I guess, in the market.
There's a
Like,
couple.
There's
So-
a couple that are coming out like YouTube, you know, the YouTube
Float.
equivalents. But
There's Float. They have the Float token.
I think
There's
it's too.
Rockfin.
I
There's
think
Rock.
it's
Beta.
too early with not
Beta
enough
fuel.
content.
There's Rockfin. They have the RAE, which is the Ray token.
Yeah.
There is another one that I'm not gonna say because I just barely added them to my fucking repertoire. and the only reason why I'm not gonna mention them is because I haven't even figured out how to make an account yet. I'm not lying. I have not even figured out how to make an account yet. But
So then there's so
they're
Ryoshi. You guys know Ryoshi from Shiba Swap.
yeah.
Yeah, they're bringing, instead of thinking of the decentralized platform to upload stuff to, they say, well, why not just upload to what's there, but give the ownership of the music back to the artist through our token and token holders, which is essentially what they're doing. You know, they become the record label, which is how they have artists that they're getting out there with content, and then now those royalties go to Ryoshi as a community. They didn't try to reinvent YouTube. They just adapted to it, which I get it. There's the ones that are trying to redo decentralized.
So that's through Ryoshi Vision.
Yeah. Nice win, Mogo.
Congrats, Mogo.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh shit! Came to an end.
Yeah, he's racking those chips. It was already time to bully.
Yeah. Sorry for talking so much, fellas. My bad.
No, not at all, man.
Congratulations to Margo.
Yes.
Thanks.
He got the Roo hopping
else is
over there.
doing?
Filled up
Huh?
his pouch. He filled up his pouch with SHIB tokens. No. How you gonna handle that, Margs? I know how you can do.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll
Well,
hop
thanks,
into the
everyone.
live chat. Thank you everyone for coming.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
And, see you next week.